Bow, 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 bow. Y'all ready for Star Trek? Mm.
Don't stop singing.
Jazz
There we go.
hands.
Jazz hands. Okay, so we didn't bring up with Darsh not being here. Or not
No,
having
we brought up a camera without a Darsh, not a Darsh without a camera.
camera. There we go. Welcome, everybody, to The Spice Must Roll. This is a sci-fi and space tabletop RPG actual play podcast where each season we play a different game. This game is season 2 of our Star Trek Adventures campaign with the crew of the Starfleet ship, the USS Vasquez, NCC 71486. Welcome, everybody. My name is Paul. I am the DM and GM for today. Before we get started and introduce all the cast members and get going with the game, how are you all doing today? How are you doing, chat? And how are you doing, cast?
Good. Hi. I'm fully vaccinated as of today. 2 weeks ago, I got my shot.
Yay!
Nice.
Vaccinations bring great honor to your body.
And as of 30 minutes from now, I will be fully caffeinated.
Ooh.
Bump, 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 bump. And
Albert,
I'm weird today.
this is
Be
today.
ready for it, people.
Well,
Just today.
I will cut this off a little bit because I do before we introduce Meyer. Meyer, you have a bit of an announcement. You have a bit of a kind of a windfall that happened recently, right?
Yeah, so this Saturday I actually became the captain of the USS Vasquez.
You know what I'm talking about, Meyer. Don't give me that shit. Go ahead and introduce yourself first. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who are you in the Vasquez? But also, don't make me say it because I will say it. I will take that thunder from you and make that announcement.
So my name is Meyer. You can find me on twitch.tv/Meyer. I'm a voice actor and streamer on Twitch because I just said I was on Twitch TV. Here on the Spice Must Roll, I play in this season Captain Sekir of the USS Vasquez. That is NCC 71486. I'm the Vulcan captain of the ship, and I don't Vulcan know what I'm doing at this moment in time. So
BRB
basically
dying of horny.
It's not Ponfar. Not this time. But yeah, so like I think yesterday I was like the first. I don't know, Paul. You do it. I'm bad at this stuff.
So I know. So if Meyer's a voice actor, I know you've done some work with like local commercials and stuff like that, right? Well, Meyer actually did the voiceover for a trailer for Beautiful Desolation, which is a game that's coming out on PS3 and Switch. It's on Steam right now. So go check the trailer out further. There's PS3, the Switch
PS4.
and PS4.
PS3, what year is it?
I still live in 2005. That's where my brain is right now. But yeah, PS4 and Switch. So go check the trailer out. It's pretty cool. Congratulations, Meyer, on that one. We will watch your career with great interest.
May you live in interesting times.
Next, we've got Buster. Buster, who are you? Where can they find you, and who do you play here on the Vasquez?
Hi. Buster Pomoche. I am Buster the Destroyer. I play a lot of Star Citizen on Twitch. Sorry, I couldn't think of what it was called. I've been pretty busy lately. I've been having kind of a week, so Twitch. But
the website that's basically your livelihood, you know.
What
is that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now I've been busy with other things that are paying me much more than Twitch does right now. So
Yeah.
So Twitch is like, I love you, but I've been a little busy lately and been tired in the evenings. But yeah, my name is Buster Destroyer. I am a Twitch Star Citizen streamer. I've been doing some YouTube content lately. That's been a little behind because of everything I got going on. And next weekend's CADCon, and I'm gonna be broadcasting all of CADCon. Paul's gonna be there. We're gonna talk about Star Trek Adventures with the amazing Elisa Pearl. I'm gonna open up with like some makeup. There's gonna be mini panels on things like Vulcan culture. There's gonna be a costume contest. There's gonna be the Klingon pop warrior singing songs like for example, basically the Klingon version of No Scrubs by TLC. Seriously, that's one of her songs that she does, and they're all translated in Klingon. So y'all should come by. There's gonna be a lot going on next weekend for CAG. I need to get a link up for that. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be great, and y'all should come by.
You should.
And hi, I'm here. I play Baj, Commander Baj, and I'm here.
Weird place today.
Man,
Everyone's
this
just in
is-
a weird place today. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. I just finished
Especially
doing my
knowing
makeup.
what's coming.
So.
Pairing, yeah, the pairings this episode are gonna be.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Speaking of the pairings, next we have HP Braincase. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here in the Vasquez?
I am HP Braincase. I am a streamer here on Twitch. I do variety content. Lately, I've been enamored with Biomutant, and I just started playing MechWarrior 5 yesterday, and so that's my current enjoyment. I drive a big mech painted with a flaming paint job named Frygieri.
I did have to join you in MechWarrior 5. We talked about it before this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't played Mech 5. I played MechWarrior Online for years, and I have not picked up 5 yet. So I just, I might have to join you. And
last MechWarrior game I played was 3. So I'm coming back after, a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, and here on the Vasquez, I play Lieutenant Commander Daxon Cole, Chief Engineer and Resident Sad Boy. After the events of last week's episode, and that's me. And and I also serve as the understudy to Howard the Puppet.
He did a fantastic job last week, by the way. He did.
I heard.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, he filled me in with his notes.
Yes, those notes and the knife. He liked his knife a lot.
He filled me in with his knife as well.
But how many notes did he take?
3. 3 notes.
All right.
3.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, go back and watch the VOD from last week, or if you're watching this on YouTube, watch the last episode. It was, mwah. All right. Next we have Dr. Drones. Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here in the Vasquez?
Well, I'm Dr. Drones. I sometimes randomly stream on this place you might have heard of. What's that website called?
YouTube.
Buster? Twitch?
Spasm.
Twitch?
I've
not heard of this. But sometimes I'm there. But I will say for the where can you find me, thanks to the newly updated sexy !castin channel. We have no
but it's not even updated for me.
All
Because you haven't updated it.
Oh no! He figured it out while you were gone.
Okay.
Oh, right.
All had stepped away.
Yeah, so it's going to get another update, but it looks much cleaner now. It's very clean. So that's
I
where
don't
you
know.
can find me.
I want it to go back to being a mix of HTTP and HTTPS.
No, absolutely not. Not an option.
HTTP Braincase.
HTTP.
It's been one of the. It's gonna be one of those casts, guys. It's gonna be one of those casts. Who do you play here in the Vasquez, though?
Awesome.
There, Jones.
Just the chief of operations, who's just casual, normal guy.
Normal.
Totally normal.
Nothing special about him other than that.
Nothing special. Lieutenant Jace Terzi is just a normal, everyday chief of operations who did absolutely nothing last week when the captain asks. Just remember that. He didn't do a damn thing.
Terzi did nothing wrong. That's a new shirt right there. Just Terzi did nothing wrong.
I didn't kill anybody last week.
Or did you?
I did not.
I don't think you did, actually. I don't think you killed the same person.
I mean, he did rig that shuttle to blow up.
Shut up.
Wait, what?
It was just a diplomatic shuttle. It wasn't important.
A diplomatic shuttle for a species which is also trying to gain entry into the Federation.
Did I miss here?
You missed a diplomacy episode.
When you're not here, diplomacy is very explosive.
Hey. Wait, what happened last week?
Cole got sad.
Listen,
Colt,
Oh, that's
the
right.
sad
Yeah, now I
Colt.
remember all of
last
it.
week, all right?
All right, let's move on to Darj. Darjanator. Darj, the Dark Janitor, the Terminator
All
of
of those.
Darj.
Darth Janitor.
I
I like Darth Janitor. That's your new. We need to play Star Wars: The Old Republic together.
Who are you? Smells minty fresh.
Blue raspberry, actually.
Who are you? Where can they find you? And who do you play here on the Vasquez?
Hello. I'm
You're
not
Scott
Irish.
Manley?
That was a Scott Manley
Are you
hello
Scott
right there.
Manley? Hello, I'm Scott
Hello
Manley.
there.
No,
Hello there.
if anyone, not him. Hello, I'm Darjanator, also known as Darj, also known as Darth Janitor, the Dark Janitor, whatever else Paul said. I am
Prince of Pluto,
the
King
man
of Uranus. You know.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. I'm a man of the internet. I annoy other people on the internet because it's just how I roll. You can find me not as by the way, the exclamation mark cast says, but on darganator.com now.
Okay, I'll change that now.
Yeah. I bought a domain like 15 minutes ago.
He was literally doing it while we were setting up.
Yeah.
I hope that it has what's the word? DNS populated.
Yeah, it has.
Okay.
Yeah, because it already shows.
And HTTPS does work, so go with it.
Mhm.
Yes.
On this show, I play Chief Science Officer Dal Enoran, a Betazoid with a completely normal past.
Yes. We have a completely normal crew that does not have any secret pasts whatsoever with any situations. They're just normal, sad, and it's just a normal Klingon, and there's nothing wrong with Sekir's mind. Nothing at all.
Yeah. And there's
And we're
absolutely-
great at diplomacy.
What's Section 31? I've never heard of that before.
All right. Well, that's the cast. We're going to do the intro, and then we'll roll into the episode. So stick around. We'll be right back. Enjoy the little things that we do. The thing that Darj made.
So anyway.
So anyways.
So anyway,
So there I was. Elbow deep in a horse.
Remixing.
That's not a triple. That's my wife.
All right. Let's open this episode with everyone's on the bridge except for Cole, who's obviously in engineering.
Yep.
And you're on your way to deliver relief supplies to a colony in the Shackleton Expanse. When Terzi, you intercept a distress call that is along the way, which of course.
Oh.
Go ahead. Let's play this out. Go ahead.
Well, obviously, I'm going to listen to it. So, what's
Okay.
the distress call saying, or is it just a beacon?
It's just a beacon. It's just an automated beacon.
And is the captain on the bridge?
Yes, everyone's on the bridge except for Cole, who's engineering.
Okay, Captain, I'm picking up a distress beacon.
On screen.
Okay, you bring it up on the screen. It's just an automated system. Just help us kind of thing. Just an automated repeating text.
What does it say?
Under attack. Need assistance. It seems it's an automated distress signal. It seems off because it's trying to be generic. Like it's trying to intentionally not look like a Federation or Romulan or Klingon or Ferengi, like a traditional signal. It doesn't look like it's it's trying to be as nonchalant as possible.
Terzi, are you able to ascertain the origin of this distress signal?
Paul?
Yes, you know where it's coming from. It's not too far away from
Yeah.
the current trajectory.
That way.
Are you able to tell who it's from? Is it Federation or not?
So.
Give me an insight security. Okay, yeah, that's good. You only needed it was a difficulty of 0, but yeah, you're able to tell that it's trying to be, it's trying to not be, it's disguised, but it's definitely a Klingon origin of the distress call.
Captain, it's Klingon, but I don't think they wanted us to know it was Klingon.
Very well. I'm trying to think. If it is a Klingon distress signal and they're trying to mask themselves as something other, is that Klingon code? Are they phoning home to Klingons, or is this a general distress signal to anybody? Number one.
Konos phone home. No.
Number one,
yeah.
are you familiar with anything like this?
One moment of processing time, Captain. Jim.
Insight.
Okay.
Give me
yeah,
an
I figured.
insight
Inside
command
security.
check. Insight
Okay.
command. Just because this is.
Why do I have Jetsar up? No. That's not me. That's not me.
It was from the previous Frisbee competition.
Yeah, but it should. I must have accidentally hit Jetsar when I was meant to hit Bosch. Okay, there we go. Insight command.
Difficulty 1. You got it.
What'd I get? Oh, I got it. Yeah.
You know that something like this sometimes happens when Klingon vessels go on top secret missions that are not supposed to be known to the regular rank and file. If they get in trouble, they'll try to send something out like this. So.
Okay.
Real quick, Jam. I wasn't here last week. Is Jumo still on the helm?
Yes.
Okay. Jumo set course for the distress beacon. Terzi, as we approach, I would like you on the sensors to make sure that we are the only ones there, if possible. And if not, then we'll
Sure,
try
Captain.
and hail whoever else is trying to get to the signal.
Permission to send a probe in advance of our arrival.
Permission granted.
Fire the probe.
I'll assist as well.
You have the noise, don't you?
Tried to play it, but I think I've got it routed wrong. So.
You might have, if you have crisp turned on, it might have.
Yeah.
Probably did. I don't know.
Okay. Beep 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 beep
Beep
beep.
beep 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 beep. Wait.
Was there a way to disguise that probe to make it possibly like disguise itself as like Klingon tech? Because she would think that maybe in these situations it wouldn't be good to like, oh, Federation probe, like, hey, we're here, we're near.
Receiving telemetry.
You could try to do that.
Of course, a visual feed from the probe would be nice.
What would I need to roll to kind of do that to make sure?
It would be a control engineering difficulty 2.
Bigger.
You have advantage though because it's Klingon. You
I
you
know.
have knowledge of Klingon tech. Does anyone want to assist?
I'm not so
Bosch?
sure she does.
I'll
what is it?
assist.
Oh, he'll assist.
What would you say?
Control engineering.
Control engineering.
Yeah.
Control engineering.
No.
Oof.
Okay. So you
The ship
think you can
assist?
no, because it's an individual thing. You think you could do something about it, but you just don't think you have enough time to do it.
Okay.
It would take too long. So.
Okay.
All right. So you arrive. It's only a couple, maybe like 20, 30 minutes out of your way. You arrive. The probe sending you telemetry pretty quickly. It's a what you can think of as a bird of prey, but the probe is sending back in signals that this thing is dead in the water. There are no life signals that it can pick up, at least in its initial scans, and it is beat up, like it's been through hell.
Can I put the video feed on screen?
Yeah, you see as you're approaching it, you see a Klingon bird of prey that has just scorch marks everywhere. It's just floating dead in space.
Is there
Massive
any
rips in the
markers?
hull. Yes, there are hull markers.
Does it belong to any particular faction of Klingon houses or?
Yes. Look this up.
Is this Is this feed from the probe, or are we there yet?
This is feed from the probe. You're arriving there. This is the house of
JF.
Core. Let's say it's Core. The house of Core. So your uncle's house.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, okay. So,
Yeah.
one I probably wouldn't have a guard up about as quickly. So I'll be wondering what somebody in his family's been up to.
Yeah.
Because given the situation that this is usually like Klingons doing espionage, and this is them asking for an extraction, essentially, is what the boys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Basically,
kind
like
of
something went bad, and they're asking for an extraction. So.
Okay, so it's dead in the water. So I informed the captain. I said, Captain Sekir, this is my uncle's house, Core.
I see. Are we able to scan for life signs?
Yeah, you can. It's a control science difficulty 1.
We just all look at Doll.
Yeah.
We don't need to give you orders for you to know it's your department.
Yep. Control science, got it. I got it. Also, I will also, on my own accord, scan for possible other ships in the area, and even if they're cloaked.
I will actually assist you with that, like I
Okay,
did
so
before.
2 rolls. One's control
it was
science.
a standing order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Control science difficulty 1 for the life science. Control science difficulty 2 with the ships, but Baj will assist for that one. So.
That's the first one for control science. And you said which one is the control science difficulty 2, right? For the other one.
That's the other one, yeah. So. Hey, Baj, you want to help? It's only 1, but you're
Just
good.
the one.
So
yeah,
we do get 1 momentum then.
Yeah. So.
So that brings us up to 4 momentum.
So you.
How?
because
I got 3 first roll.
For the first roll.
Yeah, it was a difficulty 0 check, and he rolled a 3.
Yeah.
Sorry, he rolled a 3.
All right, so you find there is no life signs on that ship whatsoever. The moment you get there, though, Sekir, you have this feeling in the pit of your stomach.
What is this, Star Wars?
You like this. This is a trap. That ship is not destroyed.
Blue alert.
Hi, Captain.
Okay.
Just making it difficult on a DM.
Blood alert.
Let me do the blue. We'll do blue.
Is the
That means
captain's,
we're going stealthy, right?
attitude-
Initiate teal field.
Yeah.
Yes.
Teal feel. Is the captain's attitude like? I mean, obviously, he just called a blue alert, but is it like kind of obvious? I guess that's a Meyer question.
Captain Sekir is always Captain Sekir. What are you
Right.
talking about? Do
He's-
not make me angry. I mean, do not make me less than neutral.
You better not wear it lately. So I'm just, and I've had to be in charge a lot, so there's been a lot of pressure.
You might notice that if you roll high enough, you might notice that he is perspiring.
Give me an
okay.
give me an insight command for that one.
Do I get a focus with this
Yes.
or
'cause you
no?
know.
Okay.
Bum, bum, bum.
No. He doesn't. You don't. Nothing seems out of order.
He is perspiring, but it's only on his ass.
Okay.
Vulcan swamp ass.
Ooh, that does not sound good. Knowing Vulcan. No. Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Vulcan's pretty dry, so like
Yeah.
they're one.
You've been
swamp
diagnosed
there
with
would be
Vulcan
that
swamp ass. It's highly sulfuric.
Oh god.
And
Okay, we got it.
All right.
This is
So.
hard.
So yeah, you think that this is a trap, and that like this you have this desire to blow this ship up, like it is 100% a trap. It's going to either explode or it's going to reactivate and start attacking you. This is just in your mind, instincts is telling you this is the danger, end this thing.
Can I make a roll to see if because I know that deep inside that's not something that I should do.
Yeah. Give me an insight. Good one for this. Insight. Let me look at character sheets. Yeah. All right. Secure. Insight.
Expect composure, focus.
I would say command, I guess. Yeah, insight command.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
Very
you
good.
definitely, there's something wrong. Something is telling you, but it's not right at all. It's like that instinct is wrong, and it's coming not from you, but you still feel it.
Terzi, continue to scan to see if we have anybody watching. Number 1, I'm going to rely on you today. That's all I say.
Okay, as you say that, you feel yourself lose control. And I don't mean lose control as in like, it feels like something else is driving you. And out of your mouth just says, open fire. Everyone, you hear him say, open fire.
Number 1, open fire.
Can I roll anything to see if that sounds off to me at all? If anything about the way
I mean,
the
it
way-
does.
Insight command. Yes.
It
Insight
sounds
Well, I
off to
didn't know-
everyone.
I'm
I
pretty sure
didn't
this is a difficulty 0 roll you're about to make.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to like, I don't want to make an assumption that she immediately, because she is like, he's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna rely on you.
His
Okay,
camera
open
was doing
fire.
a perfect impression of his brain right there.
Okay, here.
I fixed it.
In my mind, I don't get out the I'm going to rely on you. It's just number 1. I'm open fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're this is definitely, you get, it's a difficulty 0, but you're definitely like, this is not secure.
I'm just gonna say, there's no life on that ship.
That's an order. Open fire this instant, or I'm going to court-martial this entire bridge. Do I make myself clear?
Captain, you do not sound like yourself.
Do it now.
No.
Computer.
Yeah, it
Nagata
beeps
to the
in response.
bridge.
Transfer weapons to my console.
It transfers weapons to the console.
No, Captain, this is what? Why would you order for a firing?
Firing phasers.
Jensen, shut it down.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, like, but no, Bosch is just gonna smash it with her hand, like the console.
Yeah. Okay.
She's
so
gonna
as he
tear up
tries
the
to
bridge
fire-
now.
Yeah, as he tries to fire, give me a daring
I'm gonna
or
attack
fitness
the-
security. Yeah, yeah.
I'm attacking the console.
I know that's what you're doing. Give me daring or fitness security.
I'm
for the console.
attacking the darkness.
Exactly. Thank you. I can't do that. Like,
And Paul, you did catch I called Nagata to the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Can I get
And I told Jensen to cut power to weapons.
oh, damn.
I was going to ask for a roll to counter.
Yeah,
But it
go
looks
give me a
like my
counter.
Damn.
Fitness security.
fitness security. Okay.
Or
Damn.
daring security.
We're both useless.
Yeah. You still managed to do it. But
there's a
So
flat
you
plate on the bridge.
you missed the button. You actually missed the button to fire, and she misses the console to smash.
all right,
At least we
so-
didn't get complications because one of us probably would have accidentally punched each other or
All right.
something.
Cole, give me a presence command for that order, and we'll see.
I'm for my literal worst. Oh no, it's not medicine. Okay.
And Paul, would
it
the
were
weapons
presence
be
medicine.
online while we're in blue alert?
What's that? Yeah, they would be.
Would the weapons be online while we're?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't think so. This is
Yes,
supposed to be
they would
stealth.
Yeah, they may not be online, but he can easily bring
Well,
them on because he's the captain.
yeah, and torpedoes would still be able to fire.
Well, these aren't like, this isn't a cloak. This is literally just like they can't
Low
see
power
if
mode.
they look out a window.
Yeah, low power
Yeah.
mode, which means
Yeah.
nothing running
This
that doesn't
means
have
he's
to run.
probably trying to fire a photon torpedo instead.
I'm pressing
Yeah.
everything.
So I'm thinking of like stealth subs. They still fire their torpedoes.
He's also not thinking. This is not him. So he could
Yeah.
be just hitting
Oh, yeah.
phasers when he doesn't realize like it's not going to work very well for you.
Go ahead, but go ahead.
let me do that roll
Do it. Somebody say
Oh!
thank you, Lord.
with my worst
Thank
stat.
you, Lord.
Secure. You hit the buttons and nothing happens.
Bzz.
Cole, Chief, power to weapons now. This is an emergency. Do it this
Uh,
instant.
Right on it, Captain. I'll let you know how it goes. Call out.
As you make that command, Nagata walks up with his medical and looks over at you, Terzi, and goes, "What's going on, man?"
And he just sees me
Nagata, I
and
think
Sekir like
something's
me
wrong with
coming
the
at
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You
For the
shoot
record-
slap fighting on the on the console.
For the record, after Cole out on the thing, he turns to the engineer and is like, "Belay that order."
But like they're both
So
like Vulcans and Klingons are both very strong. So a slap fight between a Vulcan and a Klingon is like
Like
races are
Superman and
happening.
Doomsday. Like we're
Yeah.
slapping each other, like, and there's like shockwaves.
It's Man of Steel. Like instead of like when they're punching each other, it's like they're like you like slap and the slap misses and it like breaks the like the console behind you. Like you slap and you miss
Like a
miss
glass
Sekir,
cracks,
and you-
They
yeah.
get into a fight, and then it's just that the invincible meme. It's Baj in a pile of rubble, and
Yeah.
Sekir's like,
Yeah.
"Vulcans
Think.
are also incredibly strong." Think, Baj.
Vulcans are actually much stronger
Stronger
than
than
Klingons, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Klingons are stronger than humans. Like they're probably like 2 or 3 humans, whereas like a Vulcan would be like 4
7.
or 5.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
5
heard
out of 7.
7. Yeah.
Vulcans are
5
a
out of
perfect
7.
5 out of 7 strong.
All right. So what's going to happen is Nagata's going to go up and try to sedate Sekir. So he's going to do.
And I'm gonna ask Nagata to evaluate him for fitness of duty.
Nagata, you will do no such thing. Terzi,
Like-
See, you can see why he needs to be
transport him
evaluated.
out of this ship right this instant.
The second you say that, Nagata goes, "Captain, as chief medical officer, It's my duty to relieve you of command. You are unfit for duty, man. You need to calm down. I can get you some chai tea.
Computer transfer all command to the second officer.
This is insubordination. Computer, initiate override command. Secure Alpha 5
Stop.
Delta.
Can I make him just shut up with mind bullets?
He has massive amounts of defenses against you. You can try.
He does. I am gonna try.
It's Alcatraz up in here, baby.
And would I have like a set of codes like for some like a situation like this? Like,
well, it's more likely that the medical officer would.
Yeah.
Well, so the way
what's going to happen.
Nagata told him he's relieved.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is, first off, Nagata's going to go, computer. This is Chief Medical Officer Nagata. Please note in the logs that I am relieving Captain Sekir of his command as of immediately until pending medical evaluation.
Nagata, you'll hear from the Admiral.
Captain,
you will Nagata, you will belay that order this instant. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do something I do not want to.
Okay. Doll, give me a...
Can nobody see that shit?
Security.
What? Sorry, what?
Control medicine. What's just that? Control medicine.
Control medicine, and I'll spend a momentum.
Come on, Doll. You got this.
Do I get a focus on this because I'm a telepath?
Yeah.
But you're also attacking a telepath.
Jumo, do something.
True.
Jumo, evasive maneuvers. Turn off the G stabilizer.
Jumo just looks like a lost kid. Mom and Dad are fighting.
Jumo, hit the knob.
Jumo, you are destined for great things.
Family is everything, Captain. We should know this.
Oh no, not
family is everything, and right this instant, your family is betraying the father of this ship. Turn off the G stabilizer. Turn us upside down.
So,
okay.
Well, is supposed to roll
into the Klingon cruiser.
So you immediately, you can't get in, but you can immediately surface read. That's not secure in there. There's something else in there.
All right. Every ship has emergency type 1 phasers somewhere, right? Because we're not packing right now, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna grab one, set it to stun, and shoot him.
Okay. I see him do that, and I want to counter.
Okay, you can try. Give me a control security difficulty 2.
Oh God, that is my worst.
Control security.
While they're doing this, 2. I'm locking onto Sekir with the transporter.
Okay.
BRB, I gotta let the dogs in.
No, you don't.
The presence in your mind doesn't know how to use a phaser and fires it backwards.
So give me a what is the beam? It's like control engineering or something like that. Let me look it up real quick.
Is that the error message?
No, that's the bump from the Me Channel theme.
I know.
Yeah, he goes to fire and the phaser just goes. Also, I'm hitting the button 3 times to get that. I just have.
Oh, okay.
This is sure breaking the tension from the last 7 episodes we've been doing.
To be fair, I was a puppet last week.
Be fair, you might still be a puppet.
No, you're a puppet.
Get your hand out of there, Tercy.
All right, where are you? All right, it's conflict. Here we go. Okay, so we've got transporter is internal systems.
Pretty sure we're right. Control engineering sounds
control
right.
engineering difficulty 2, assisted by the ship's sensors engineering. So,
all right,
I'd like to burn a momentum into this.
Go for it.
And then destination is sick bay and a restrained bed.
Yeah, or you can.
Is there
yeah.
any way for me to like to try and
this?
resist? Yeah.
No, not a transport beam.
I want to burn all our
if it's
memento.
locking onto his comm badge instead of him, he could try and take his comm badge off.
I specifically said I'm locking onto him.
Ah, okay. All right.
So you get beamed into the sick bay pretty quickly, and Nagata looks at all of you and goes, "The heck is going on, guys?"
He's restrained in sickbay for you, Nagata.
He was ordering us to fire on this ship with no life signs upon it.
Oh god.
There's got to be something about this ship.
Becoming aggressive.
I
I don't know what work you have done with him, but it is now come to a head. We need to get him fixed, whatever that means.
As soon as he's off the ship, I start scanning for
Not
possible threats.
Off the bridge.
Off the ship, the bridge.
No, we teleported him into space.
So
He's lucky I didn't get a complication, right?
Doll, you already did the scan earlier for cloaked ships, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no cloaked ships.
Tachyon grid I deployed.
There's nothing
I'm
else
just
on it.
checking to see if anything has changed around our ship.
Give me a
Any
control
new vessels, anything.
control science.
Control science.
Difficulty.
Doll, can you help me out with this?
Control science, sure, man.
Gosh. Okay. So yeah, there's no ships in the area, but you do pick up a residual warp signature. That's still in the area.
Like something left.
Can we scan? Is there like
Yes.
like a message or like a frequency coming from that derelict ship? Is it like aimed at us? Would bringing up shields help?
No, there's no frequency that you can tell. It's a wideband distress. It's just kind of been broadcast.
No, I mean something that could have been affecting the captain or triggering him.
Nothing.
No,
that seems like that. Nagata,
I think we should go check this ship out.
Yeah, Nagata is going to say, well, I was to say,
cold to the bridge.
Nagata here.
I have a Nagata. What are you doing on the bridge?
I guess I'm in command. Well, no.
No, you're not.
Computer, transfer all command codes from the captain to Commander Baaj.
Like, I'm not used to that already.
Okay. So, I just saw some transporter activity from the bridge. What happened?
All of you need to meet me in sickbay in about 15 minutes.
Right. Cole reaches over and disables blue alert, like disables the stealth drive.
Yeah. Let me turn off that.
Cole I said Cole disables the
There you go.
Cole, you're gonna have to upgrade the computer on this thing. Look how laggy it is. Come on, man.
So now we're going to cut to Sekir. Sekir, we're going to have a little bit of a close-up moment here. Very nice and close. Sekir, you find yourself in a room, in a dark room with just a chair and another chair.
And 4 lights.
5.
I'm going to mute you if you guys shush.
Okay.
Okay. After a few moments, you hear some footsteps, and out steps a humanoid creature. It looks vaguely human, with like a suit, no tie, like the Starfleet's with the civilian suits, and sits down on the chair and goes, "My friend, take a seat."
Who are you?
I am complicated. Let's talk.
Very well. So I walk towards the chair. I assume there's a chair in this blank room.
Yeah, it's like darkness, like a light that you can't see where the source is from. That's illuminating just these 2 chairs.
I take a seat.
I'm just interested in corporeal beings. This was supposed to be a day trip.
I'm not sure if I follow.
How to put this? We're not used to your linear reality. And so I wanted to stick around and see what one of you does in this limited experience. It's been very enlightening. But I can't leave. I mean, I can leave.
How do we make you leave?
You see, that agent guy you met a couple days ago, a couple months ago, yeah, he scares me. And I know I can trust you, Sekir, but I can't trust anybody else. And in order for me to get out of here, I needed to make you go away somewhere else. So, and that didn't work. So now my only option is to bring you here for us to talk about this.
Where is here? Where am I?
You're wherever you already are. It's hard to explain because you linear creatures don't really exist in the same way that we do. You're not anywhere. You're where you already were. How to put this? You're in your head right now. I'm in control of you.
And how do I free myself of you?
You have to prove to me that you won't do anything to try and stop me when I escape.
What is it you plan to do when you escape?
I'll go back to the others. Tell them about my experiences.
And why would I want to stop you?
Because...
Do I have reason?
Not you. But I know that your people may try to trap me and study me. I don't know if you even have the ability to do so, but I can't trust that. There's been too many weird things going on this ship and your crew. At least weird from me. Is it normal to be invaded by your own people and tried to be kidnapped? Because that doesn't seem normal.
I can't say that is, no.
So you see my perspective. If I try to leave and I get captured, that's not good for me. And if I can't do that, then I have to take over you and then leave to a place where I'm safe and then get myself free. Those are my only two options.
And if I were to refuse?
You don't have much of a choice. I'm going to take you if I have to. I don't want to. Trust me, I don't want to.
If you are trapped in me, and I am compromised, then you too are lost.
That's where this whole thing comes in. If you can prove to me that you're trustworthy, that you actually believe the things I think you believe, and that your crew does too, I will leave.
And how do I prove myself? You say you've lived in my mind for all this time? Surely I am an open book.
Knowing what you think and knowing what you do are two different things. I will give you a series of tests. I'll give you some time to prepare. But when you're ready, I'll let you know.
I do not have much of a choice. Very well.
Good luck, Sekir. You'll do fine. And he kind of slaps you on the knee and goes, "You always do good at tests. I remember that about you." And then he walks off into the darkness. And as he walks off in the darkness, you open your eyes and you're in sick bay, restrained on a bed. Well, let's cut back to the rest of the crew real quick. All right, the rest of the crew. You all are meeting Nagata at the sick bay. You see Sekir is still struggling with his restraints in sick bay. And Nagata is looking at the rest of you and goes, all right. So this was supposed to be between me and the captain, but circumstances beyond my control have made it so that I have to break some doctor-patient confidentiality. Hold on. And he comes up and hits a screen and pops up a kind of a pattern. This is Sekir's brainwaves from 2 years ago when he first entered the beta quadrant. And then you hit some more buttons, and you see the same pattern, but looks like there's another pattern overlaid on it. This is his brain a couple of months ago. What do you notice the difference?
It seems to be something else on top, overlaid.
Something alien.
Something
doesn't look like a
conscious.
Vulcan
No.
mind.
We don't know what it is. Sekir's been mostly in control, but we've always been afraid that he might lose control.
When did this start? Around the time
shortly
we dealt
after
with prophets?
Yeah, shortly after around that time.
Perhaps it is one of them having a joyride.
Maybe, but we don't. I've been working on something that might help him, might expel this thing, but I didn't want to do it because it is a living thing, and I don't know if this could hurt it. Doctor.
Would subjecting it to one of the Bajoran orbs help purge this entity from the captain?
Maybe, but I know at least some of the wormhole energy might help as well. Make it think that it's back at home. I've been contacting...
Has anyone tried to talk to this thing?
No.
I mean, it sounded like it didn't want to do much talking on the bridge.
Oh. Why did it want to destroy it? We need to figure out what's so special about that ship.
Commander, permission to take an away team?
Baj is just considering everything. She's very this could, because she may have we may have the captain's life in her hands, so that's what she's got on her mind.
Okay. In the middle of this, Sekir you wake up and you see them kind of talking and looking over things, and you see you're on a med bed restrained.
We need to get him to DS9.
Can I make a check to see if I notice him waking up?
Yeah, give me a insight. Insight medicine.
Please fail. Please fail. Please fail.
Oh, I'm almost certainly going to fail. My insight's good, but my medicine is not.
With complication, your eyes are going to strain.
Yeah. Okay, so you notice that it might be something different, but you don't necessarily see that he's changed entirely.
Does my standard telepath ability get his surface thoughts, or are they blocked to me?
They're
at all
blocked to you.
times?
Yeah.
All right. So I also wouldn't
Kolinar.
be able.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to figure out that he's conscious.
Yeah.
And
Bull's just leaned against a console in the corner, basically
not paying attention.
Kind of. Yeah. Well, he's not talking. He's totally silent. He's just sort of staring at Sekir. Because he wasn't there for what happened on the bridge. He's just getting it all secondhand.
Raj has her back to him.
You hear Baj say, "We need to get into Deep Space Nine," and you hear Nagata go say something to the effect of, "I don't need to go DS9 there, Commander. I think I've got the thing that can help. It's gonna take some time, though."
What?
Go ahead.
I think I can be unhanded now.
Captain?
She turns.
Nagata, remove these restraints.
No offense, Captain, but you just tried to blow up a Klingon vessel that was unarmed and destroyed, and you nearly tried to get me beamed into space. So I'm gonna need a little bit of a
Nagata, do you have a way to tell with scan which of the brainwaves there is in sort of primary at any given time?
I can try. Hold on. It's going to be difficulty 1. He does it. He walks over. He pulls out his medical tricorder. Begins to scan. He goes, I think this is our captain. And he kind of starts undoing the restraints. Sorry about that, Captain.
I wouldn't.
Before you do that, Nagata.
Changes.
I will not keep our captain under restraint.
And I agree.
Nagata already started undoing the restraints, and he goes, "Don't worry, computer, erect a force field," and he erects a force field around the bay. It's like you can still get up and move around, but it's just a force field.
Right.
If we can keep an active scan going, potentially with some,
I was thinking the same thing. We could maybe modify one of the neural amplifiers that Nagata has somewhere over there to indicate which brain pattern is active at certain times.
Give me
and if
This is like the Spock's brain episode, except his brain's not missing.
This is 2 brains instead. Yeah, 2 brains in one head instead of 0 brains in one head.
I read about this in the historical records.
Would I have any recollection of what happened on the bridge?
Vague. Just fear is all you just remember the feelings of fear and like
losing control.
Yeah.
Number 1, what happened on the bridge?
Well, Captain, what happened was we received a distress signal. We came upon that distress signal, knowing it was a Klingon in origin. We came upon the bird of prey, which has no life signs aboard it. And you started to say something to me, but then immediately began to order firing, and you became very hostile very quickly, very out of character for you. And you began to fight. You tried to have Nagata beamed off of the bridge, and you tried to space him, pretty much. I think. I had to go let the dogs in. But you have been acting erratically, Captain, and you have been relieved of duty for the moment until we get a better idea of how to treat what is going on. Nagata has made us aware of what has been going on with you, and now we know.
I see.
Why hasn't Nagata told us before? Return to Nagata.
Confidentiality, like he said.
Doctor-patient confidentiality, man.
It has not affected his command until today.
That is correct, which is why, at the time, we didn't think that it was necessary. However, obviously, it seems that circumstances have changed. As a result, I do feel like it's best if I stay here in the brig. Or where are we right now? The brig or the medical center?
Sick bay.
Sick bay.
I do believe it's best if I stay in the
teleport
sick
you to space.
You are probably correct, Captain, and I will trust that.
I would like to commend everybody here for their stellar decision making in that time. However, and I pause, and in my mind I go, "Why would you make me do something like that?"
You get back. The response goes, I was trying to get them to... It was a test, the best way of putting it. If they followed your orders, then the next would be to bring me back to where I need to go, or let me go in a shuttle bay.
So, everybody on the bridge is aware of this passenger of mine.
Yes.
They are apparently some sort of extracorporeal being, and they wish to return to whence they came. I do feel as if it is perhaps for the best if we do return to Deep Space Nine, for perhaps that is where they came from. They have not been very forthcoming with their nature.
Or how many days? I just look at the. I
Yeah.
Computer, what would the travel
Yeah, how
time to
many-
DS9 be?
About a month.
Ah, jeez.
Yeah. You're really far on the other side of the beta quadrant.
Yeah.
What about known wormholes that might have a similar
Composition.
Currently, the only
Seriously, the
stable
composition.
wormhole that anybody knows where it comes out is the one leading between DS9 and the
Yeah, next to
Yeah,
Bajor.
Probably.
The gamma quadrant, yes.
Gamma.
Are there any
Sorry, that was
orbs?
the passenger talking.
Are there any known Bajor and orb relics between here and DS9?
No.
I mean, from what Nagata was saying, it seems like he thinks just providing a similar sort of energy signature would be helpful. And I do feel like me and my team could put together an emitter that could mimic at least the radiation coming off the orbs. There's a lot about them we don't know, but we've got energy signatures from previous scans.
I could try to speak with Bajor and DS9.
I will have to
How's-
warn you that this being is on guard and is currently monitoring the situation. If it does feel threatened, then it has threatened my very being.
DM, how similar
That'd be
is
suicide for
the how similar is the wormhole pattern to these shackled and expands eddies that we've been? Yeah, could you be?
Not close enough.
It's not close enough. No, so we would need to do something with whatever Nagata was. Nagata, what were you talking about?
I think I can give it a similar environment to let it out and then force it out. I don't think it would like it, and it might hurt it.
If it is monitoring the
ripping out a
situation,
parasite sounds like the kind of thing that would kill the host, but
like the Trill.
It risks, but it's within the margin of error. It could happen, but I'd rather not.
Well, let's finish investigating what we have here, and then I suppose we will have to go to DS9.
The way I see it, Commander, we've actually got a couple of problems on our hand. We can't leave a Klingon bird of prey sitting dead and empty, dead in open space. Simply put, if we responded to this distress signal, we know there are no life signs, but with that, we've got to deal with that. We've got this entity that could take over the captain at any time. We probably need a way to determine who is in charge in any given moment. Captain, if you'd be, willing to wear a what's the word that we used earlier?
Modified thing in my
A
body.
biosensor in my head.
Modified neural amplifier to serve as a biosensor to tell us sort of which brainwave is acting as the primary at any given time.
Understood. Green light, me. Red light, not me.
Exactly. Simple, beautiful.
Feel like we fucked up.
Nagata, you're not green red colorblind, are you?
And for now, the captain will be
No,
confined to
man,
the sick
I'm
bay.
fine. Yes.
And then from there, once we know sort of who we're dealing with at any given moment, we'll need to pursue options to resolve the situation. But speaking frankly, this is a sentient being. Clearly, the captain's in communication with it. I don't think risking 2 lives, especially in what appears to be a first contact situation, is the way we should be going about this if we can find a peaceful resolution.
Agreed. So for
I
now, we
think
need to.
We'd still like
investigate
to
what is
talk
here.
to the damn thing.
Okay.
Well, why don't you do that?
At that
I
moment,
think inwards, any objections?
no. And in fact, it comes back saying, "You mind if I take over for a moment?"
Do I have a choice?
I mean, I'd rather not force, but
I close my eyes and
okay. And out comes this voice that's not Sekir at all. And it goes, Hello. I don't have a name. This is complicated.
Wonderful.
I don't trust any of you at all because this Section 31 scares me.
Oh, trust me, no friends of ours.
Take him.
We hate them. They suck.
Yeah, so I'm afraid that you all are still possibly working for them and want to do crazy experiments on them. Yeah, you laugh, Klingon, but I still don't trust any of you.
That's fine.
All right. For simplicity's sake, your name is complicated now.
That's fine. So I've told your captain that if you let me, I have some minor tests. You feel free to join him in these tests if you like. I know that you two, and he points to Terzi and Anaran, are also sort of psychic. So you might be able to help him best.
Yeah.
I'd be honored to assist the captain.
I just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, "Don't do that," and kind of holds his head a little bit. But yes, if you assist him in these tests, and he agrees to do these tests, I will leave freely.
I think that is to everyone's interest. We don't want to hurt the captain. We don't want to hurt you.
It's nothing big. All it is a test of trust. Are you who you say you are?
Trustful. No.
Well, what you
Don't
see is
worry.
what you get, baby. I got a bridge to take care of. See you later.
He kind of it just shrugs and goes, "I'll let your captain go back." And then, like, Sekir comes back.
Do you remember any of that, Captain?
Yeah, he was
Did
there.
you, like, hear
the
him?
entire time, like in the back, you were there, Sekir.
Well, that was uncomfortable.
I can imagine. That guy's kind of, I don't know. He's holding you hostage. Just kind of shitty.
Indeed.
We got some trials to do, it seems.
Yeah, you guys do that.
Before we do that, we should, Dal, you, me, and Nagata should get the neural monitor up and running before we let the captain roam.
Trust goes both ways. I'd also like to know that it's not this thing posing as the captain. When
Complicated.
it's supposed to be the captain. Yes, complicated.
Comp for short.
Yeah.
All right.
Or Plick.
Yeah. So give me a control science check, difficulty 2, to build yourself this simple monitor.
Who's going with that? I can assist.
Yeah. I mean,
I have 4 science, but
yeah.
only 8 control. What's
Okay,
your
so
control?
we're operating on the same average then.
Hmm.
So I can hit the roll.
I have cybernetics
doesn't
as
go
a focus.
Okay,
So you
then
can
you
also
should have
do-
done it.
You could also do reason science, I would say, as well, because this is also like reasoning out a problem.
Oh sure,
Okay.
dude, let me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also spending a focus.
There we go.
Yeah.
A momentum. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're fine.
Getting
you
it
get 2
back?
momentum back. Yeah.
2 more.
You build a pretty simple one, and Jumo will drop Jumo. Nagata is going to drop the force
Jumo
field.
walks in and his family's important and drops the force and then walks out.
Yes. Gosh, Ensign Vin Diesel.
All
I
right.
love it.
So now he's got little like
Yeah, the little like.
And isn't it like on the
it's
forehead?
The forehead thing. Yeah.
Yeah. You know the one from Voyage Home where they were fixing that dude that fell in the nuclear aircraft carrier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one. Yeah.
yeah, that thing like two little cubes connected by a strip.
Yeah.
I like to imagine in this case, since technology has advanced, that the light is actually like a Knight Rider.
Yeah, it just bounces back and forth. Yeah.
A Cylon thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So, I look like Luke Cage with a Starfleet uniform now, basically.
Yes. All right, what's your plan now? What's your plan?
In 20 years.
Yeah. So, is it working? I look up.
Yeah, as far as you can tell.
Oh, well, what light is showing
Green.
right now? Green, okay.
How many of them?
Or four
lights.
Yes, there's 4 LEDs.
I believe you'll find there are 3.
All right.
You need more of those prop numbers, man. just for like the final episode of the final season, he just brings out a 4 instead of 3. That is...
My power is beyond measure.
But if you were to measure it, it would be a 3.
4.
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the plan?
Sorry.
So,
So
I'm back on the bridge now.
Are you gonna go back on the bridge?
Yes.
Okay. So your current situation is you have to investigate why the Klingon vessel, like what happened to the Klingon vessel, and then also do this test with Sekir. So.
Yep. Permission to board the Klingon vessel and see if I can get it running again. Gain access to the logs, Captain.
Oh,
Permission granted. However, I would like to scan the Klingon vessel one more time, just to make sure that nothing is unusual.
Dull?
Like,
yeah.
Boom.
And I'll also scan, try to figure out the trajectory of the ship that left the warp trail.
Okay. Give me a reason science difficulty 2.
And I'm definitely
sorry.
not letting Cole go alone.
Yeah.
Terzi, I would like you to make specific note of their warp core to see if perhaps it is still either online or in a state that could go critical.
All right. So you, first off, the thing you notice about the scans, there's a couple things you notice. First off, Dahl, the ship, you recognize the damage on the ship through the scan. The ship's damaged from phaser fire.
Like Starfleet.
Unusual.
Starfleet, yeah.
Yeah. Not disruptor fire, but phaser fire.
Yeah, because that's Starfleet.
Yeah. And you also recognize that the warp signature is that of a Starfleet vessel.
is it that the one that we saw the other day, the Defiance
No.
class?
The Black Defiant?
No. It's more along the Akira class. And there's only one Akira class that you know that operates in the Beta Quadrant.
The USS Akira?
Nope. The Thunderchild.
Thunderchild? Thunderchild, yeah.
The Canada.
Is the Thunderchild within communication range?
Oh yeah, we have one of their. We have a Thunderchild.
I have a Thunderchild shuttle.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
What happened last week?
I don't think that was last week because I don't remember.
It was
no,
last
No, it
week.
was last
Yeah,
week.
right.
It was last week.
That was
We
last
stole a
week.
shuttle. Oh god.
Like a hangover. I'm trying to piece things together. I'm like, what?
You're still catching up on the mission logs.
What mission logs?
You know that the
Mission
you,
log.
you know that the shuttle was or the Thunderchild operates in this region, but there's no they're not within communication range as far as you can tell.
Well, I think every Starfleet vessel knows where every other Starfleet vessel is, right? Because of the
Can't find
transponders.
it. Its transponder is off.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
That's unusual.
Or it's being masked by something.
Mhm.
But
It
you
is,
might be able to locate one of its shuttles. I'm just.
Is Cole on board right now?
I don't know. You haven't beamed over yet.
no,
We
I was
haven't
just-
gone
no.
over yet. Yeah.
I haven't
I
put
was gonna
together
go with him.
my team. Yeah,
Okay.
I think it would be best to bring Commander Baj along as well, due to her obvious familiarity with the technology.
I was going to
Hand?
suggest the same thing because number one, if you know about these Klingon vessels, look to see if perhaps there might be some form of black box that might tell us exactly what happened. It is.
Of course, Captain. I will
I
do
am not
everything
sure
I
if that
can.
is something that's on Klingon vessels. However, if there is, then it'll
Well, I
help
also
us
have
greatly.
calls to make before I go over.
Okay.
So,
Very well.
and she actually excuses
Go ahead.
herself for that, and we'll do that in a little bit. Well, like you'll get through all
If
this.
the EXO is going to leave the bridge, I'd suggest we have
You petered out again.
You faded out again.
Oh, sorry, I was saying if the Exo is going to leave the bridge, I would suggest we bring Nagata to the bridge just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
With that, let's take a quick.
Yeah.
As we're piecing all these things together, let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Oh,
We'll see you shortly.
break it breaks. Break it break.
Wait, a break not on a
Have a
cliffhanger?
snack.
Yes, I
So
know.
I will catch you up on the rest of my sexual conquests after this episode is over.
I told you I'm done hearing about Ferengi. God.
Please, Bash, not over dinner.
All right, welcome back. All right, so we find our crew in a bit of a pickle. You have to investigate this ship.
Oh, I love pickles, though. They're so good and salty.
Yeah.
Let's start.
Man, that
Just don't
sounds really
fry 'em.
good.
Let's start
I'm a
with
pickle.
Baj. Let's start with Baj. So who are you going to contact?
Yeah, I go to privacy and I contact. I actually contact my Uncle Cord directly.
Okay. It takes a few moments, but you eventually get a hold of Core, who kind of looks like. Eventually, it's like, niece, it is good to see you haven't committed ritual suicide.
I'm laughing out of character, not in character. I'm sorry, I got me. You got me, Paul. She just kind of arches her brow at her uncle and says, "Yes, uncle. Uncle, I have a query for you.
Yes.
Why is one of your ships torn apart by what appears to be phaser fire out in blah blah blah?" I give him marks.
The beta quadrant. Yeah.
Out in
We
the beta
also know
quadrant.
the name of the ship, by the way, so you can relay exactly which ship it is.
Why is that blah blah ship?
It's called Core's Vengeance. That's what it's called.
That in Klingon, yeah.
Yeah, in Klingon. And
Are all Core's ship called something? Core's something? Please let it be that.
No, his flagship is called the Dahar Master. That's
Oh my god! He just got really drunk one day and named a few ships when they came off the line.
yeah.
That's Dahar Master, because I'm a Dahar Master. Anyway, sorry.
So he goes, that ship is none of your concern.
Well, it is now because I am dealing with it. Captain, Uncle, it is me.
Jack Knuckle.
I will not be participating in anything nefarious against you, but if there is something I need to be cautioned of, now is the time, Uncle.
It is not a good time to be part of the Federation. That is all I can say.
Well, it is not a good time to be a part of the Empire until it gets its act together and treats women as equals. Goodbye, Uncle!
Okay.
So I'm not going to listen to him argue with me about that. It's just an argument.
No.
She's done. She's done with the Empire. She gets it. Like, she loves her uncle. She loves her family. She gets that they're still part of the Empire, but she's not, so...
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go with Cole and Baj. You're going to beam over to the ship and do some investigations.
Yeah, I'm bringing Weathers and Leishu.
Okay. Are you anybody, Baj?
Yeah, Jetsar, and I can't think of anybody else unless we wanted to bring a science officer or something like from Doll's people. But
I think we want to get the ship up and running before we have any.
yeah, I would think engineering's more relevant in a situation like this. I mean, if we need science support, we'll call for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put some computer cycles away, especially to keep more refined tabs on the issues, life science and stuff like that.
Just in case. Yeah.
Just in case.
Okay.
That's not creepy.
You,
Dude, we're on a date.
You guys need to wear environmental suits though when you're over there, just because it is completely out of it is full of holes.
Yeah, it's life support and everything's down. Yeah. The whole thing's like a ghost town. So we bring all that. We bring spelunking equipment. She always make fun of me about that.
I mean, you don't really need spelunking equipment when the gravity generators are probably offline.
No, it was a joke.
Doesn't matter. Baj always has rope and pitons on her where she goes.
Yeah, speaking of, are we beaming over? Do y'all want to beam over? Or do y'all want to? Okay.
I figured you'd be beaming over just because it's
so it's like right there. Yeah.
You beam
straight to engineering for me because I want to get the power online.
So you beam.
We start with you in engineering.
Yeah, you all beam over to the ship. it's dead. The first thing you notice when you beam on board is that the warp core is missing. There is no warp signature.
Does it look like it ejected?
Well,
it was ejected.
It was ejected. Yeah.
Okay.
Awkward. It's gonna make getting the power back online a little tougher, but we can make do.
We can get it to impulse and then tractor it with the Vasquez. Can we not?
Yeah.
I'm more interested in getting air and gravity back online.
Of course. I will assist you.
I hate these suits.
Okay. Give me a control engineering checks. So.
Okay. Yeah.
DM, just for atmospheric value, are there any blobs of purple floating around?
Oh yeah, tons. There's bodies of Klingons just floating around. It's a massacre.
Yeah, like, and what is it, just on this? Well, I'll do this roll first. It was reason engineering.
Mm-hmm. Or control engineering. Yeah.
Control engineering.
And then I need to only roll one.
Reason is finding out. Ooh. Control is acting on that information.
Okay, so you are able to access the power and what little power and controls left. This ship is unsalvageable. You are not going to be able to. It is the only way you're getting this thing is for scrap. There's too many hull breaches, multiple hull breaches all over the ship. This thing went through the meat grinder.
Okay, well, with that, I just kind of, Cole and I are just standing there working at a console together, and she just says, "Ugh, the disruptor banks of power, or whatever the technobabble for Klingon ships is, they are out. Nothing. There is nothing we could do, Cole."
I don't want to get her flying again. I just want to get enough that we can get the information we need and get the hell out of here. And as far as I'm concerned, this thing can go to hell.
Well, what we can do is we can investigate, obviously, because I imagine we have our boots turned on so we can walk. What we can do is we can go investigate some areas to see if there is any information we can scrap. If we can scrap core data from the computers, and if we can also get anything important, like I said, core data that's hard stored, and I would like to see what killed this crew outside of, basically, is it like a real? I mean, it's super damaged, right? Like it's like a hole through it. Okay, so they obviously a lot of them
multiple holes. Yeah,
a lot of them died from actual. But she basically says I would like to see if this truly was an attack, or if this is supposed to look like an attack by Starfleet. Because I had the very cryptic message from my uncle, and it makes me wonder if something more is at play.
Well, I wish you luck in that CSI badge. Weathers, Lishu, you keep working here in engineering. See if you can at least get the lights on. I'm heading to the bridge to see if we can extract anything.
Okay.
And Cole just starts walking.
All right, so let's go with Cole's investigation first. Cole, you reach the bridge fairly quickly. These ships are big, but most of the areas of a Klingon vessel are designed for weapons and storage and such like that.
Yeah, and so, he was in like our session 0. I mean, we actually.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the layout of a bird.
Yeah. He's pretty good. And the one we may have not, or may have not vandalized.
So
this isn't the same ship, is it?
No. It can't be.
You reach the bridge of the ship, and the captain, or what's left of the captain, it's like a torso is about it, floating above the chair. His legs are stuck to the ground, still on the chair. You see the screen, the view screen is flickering, and you look through. You can see space through it, like something went through.
There's a hole.
Screen. Yeah, it's just a hole.
All right,
and
I get to I just all business. I've decided that Sad Cole is just all business, no jokes.
Yeah.
And he just he walks over and he pushes the torso in zero gravity, and just sort of gets it away from the chair, and I get to work. Cutting all other power connections from the chair,
Oh, and like
In the
making a
hopes of-
localized power source for
Yeah,
it.
in the hopes of just using like my toolkit,
battery.
which
Yeah.
I would definitely include a small generator, but nothing
Yeah.
enough to power a whole ship. But basically, cutting the chair off from all other power to just activate the chair.
Okay. Yeah, it's the thing
Smart.
you'll see in like Voyager and DS9 with like they have that little thing with like attach to like
Yeah.
the things and it powers the like a little bit.
Yeah, it's just like a battery pack. Yeah.
Yeah. So you get access to the chair. It boots back up. You see, the legs kind of flop a little bit because the gravity on the chair kicks in, sort of thing.
I reach out to the torso and like grab the arm and just like bring the hand down on the console as like a fingerprint check.
Yeah. You hear something in Klingon in it as it beeps, but
His translator would help him understand it.
It's basically like access granted.
All right, and I just like lean over and I start scrolling through. Like I look for logs.
Okay, give me a reason engineering check.
Shock. Okay, and zoop.
Okay, so there are lots of logs on here. A lot of them are encrypted. The ones that aren't encrypted mention an Operation Batleth.
Oh, Klingons are so creative sometimes, I swear.
Yeah, I don't know if Bodge followed me or if she's like
she's on her own hunting around.
I actually probably would have followed the same path you're going, like just to keep so we stick together, so we're not like. But I'm probably down the hallway, like scanning bodies and looking at So I'm like within a shouting distance over little comms,
Well, I just call the Bodge.
Bosh here.
I'm finding some indications in these logs that this ship was a part of something called Operation Batleth, if that means anything to you.
Encrypted logs.
There's a number of encrypted logs. I'm downloading anything I can. This is all coming from the captain's chair.
Here, let me come download those two and see if I can decrypt anything on the fly.
Give me a reason medicine check, Baj.
Reason medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because I'm investigating bodies. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what's happening to me? What am I getting sick with? That was my first thought. No. Oh wait, reason medicine. Reason. Oh man, this is not gonna go well. These are literally like two of my lowest things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say I have it because it is Klingons. So
advantage, yes. You have focus in this.
Dang it! Now I get sick with terrible space herpes.
So
no,
most
of
the bodies seem to have died in combat. There's nothing seem to be out of the ordinary, but the complication is you can't be sure because of the 0G. You're not getting, and because of like the nature of some of these bodies, they don't seem very.
And something she'd be doing is like if we have some kind of like transport like tag kind of things, like little tags that you can throw on something, like other than badges, she'd probably be like tagging a couple of the bodies that she'd like to be beamed to the ship with that in mind. Because if I can't tell, I'm like, she's probably gonna have at least like a selection of like some of the most like the ones that seem to be like the most like to kind of beam back to the ship.
Just want to say from last week, there was a recommendation that Terzi had a gun that could shoot tags to transport people. This is a perfect use case for that.
Oh my god, that would be amazing.
Just saying that was a whole.
I didn't even hear this. I don't remember this, but I want this.
It's in chat. You have to read
chat. We're gonna develop like this is gonna be a Baj and Terzi project at some point, making this gun.
Right, Omega was there,
or like a phaser with like a dart shooter at like just under the beam, so like you can like switch like you can be like tag, stun, or kill. Or both, like tag and stun is a setting as well.
Tag and teleport.
As soon as she enters the bridge, by the way, I move from the captain's chair to the weapons console to do the same thing.
Okay. So
she goes to the captain's chair and starts
back on the ship.
Yeah.
I do want to see if I can have the ship's computer try to analyze the damage and recreate the battle to determine how many ships attacked this vessel.
Ooh, that's
I will
smart.
assist.
Okay, let's go with Baaj first. Baaj, give me a control command.
Okay.
Well, no, reason command. Reason command. It'd be reason command.
Damn it! Let me keep the control. Reason sucks for me.
Yeah.
God damn it!
You can't seem to. It's encryption. You recognize the encryption, but it's going to
Take
you
time.
far-
Like time.
way too
Yeah.
long. It would take days, weeks to kind of go through this.
So like that's for the trip to DS9, I guess, for now. Or I actually calmed a Terzi.
Mhm.
Hello.
Terzi. I'm going to upload
Commander.
some. I'm going to upload some decrypted logs to you, to the Vasquez. See if I'm having trouble decrypting them. See if you can get it.
Will do, Commander. Terzi out.
And then, yeah, once I'm done downloading, I eventually send that to him. Ugh! I'm just not mad about it. I'm just not as mad about this at the end of the season. I'm very tired of being in charge.
Terzi and Dahl, give me a reason security check because you're trying to recreate the battle.
Reason security.
It's funny. We're working at this towards the same purpose because my goal is to get telemetry from the weapons console from the last fight.
So you are able to piece together the combat, and what it seems to you is there were multiple ships involved, other than the Thunderchild, possibly the Thunderchild at least, and this ship. But it seems like there was another bird of prey or another ship, maybe another bird of prey, but another ship that was acting on behalf of the Klingons, because there seems to be indications of like one ship was screening the other as it was going after the other, as best as you can tell from the phaser hits. There's some spots which seem to be more shielded than others. All right, let's go to you, Cole.
Dealing with this information, can I do another scan to see like that warp trail that we discovered? Is it a single ship? Is it? Can we do more?
Yeah, do that, but we'll go back to Cole real quickly. Cole, give me a engineering check, but it can be reason, it can be control, it can be insight. It's up to you.
Reason.
Okay.
Reason engineering is my best stat combination.
He gets to choose something other than reason, even though he chose reason.
I mean, I can do insight engineering. It'll be the same.
I'm just being bitter because I had to roll my shittiest stats.
Well, so you're trying to piece together. You're able to pull up the weapons logs and all that kind of stuff as well.
Yeah, because if they're firing and they're in combat, the weapons console is going to be capturing telemetry.
Yeah.
Of like the ships that are known to that console and like where everything is, because there's going to be targeting solutions and
Based off of the targeting solutions, you can tell, based off of the information, there were 3 Klingon vessels, 2 Klingon birds of prey, and 1 Mek'leth cruiser. One of the big boys. And they were all fighting, which you can definitely tell is a Kira class that seems to be the Thunderchild.
Commander, you're gonna want to see this. There's more to this than we thought.
On my way, and I'm just like down the hall, so I just.
But you're like down the little raised platform.
Yeah.
I'm on the weapons console up behind you.
Yeah, I thought I was down the hall still. Yeah, no, I go up and around to you.
Based on the telemetry logs from the weapons console here. Yeah.
Wow. I see, because she immediately is like Thunderchild. What? You know.
Yeah. Sorry, not the. I'm trying to find the actual name of this thing. Go ahead.
Hi, Weedle. Yeah. My dog has come along for the shit.
I mean, the Akira is a tough ship, but I think there's something else going on here if it's able to go up against two birds of prey and a Mechalith class cruiser and walk away the victor.
Vorcha class.
Vorcha class.
Vorcha, yeah.
A Vorcha class cruiser and walk away and still be able to warp away after taking one of them out.
Can we
Also, frankly, where's the warp core?
It was ejected.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why? And
So
did this battle happen in this position, or did it happen in another position? To eject a warp core would indicate that a ship was on the run, it was fleeing, and then it ejected it. Well, no, that's not true. Sometimes people just
we didn't pick up any indication of a warp core detonation, and that would
One
certainly
of my
leave
questions would
residual
be-
signatures.
Yes, that was going to be my next question. Was the warp core ejected defensively, offensively, or what? Or
Based
for
off of-
survival?
Cole, I would say, based off of the full battle logs you could find out, this ship got taken out pretty early in the battle, and the sensors stop registering after a couple of minutes of battle, and it's definitely taken up by the Thunderchild.
Any information about the ejection of the warp core?
Nothing in this console. You'd have to go to the engineering consoles.
And then I'm gonna comm to Weathers and Lishu, who have been working in engineering.
All right, Weathers here.
Weathers, have you managed to get any of the consoles down there operational?
Yes, Chief. We're working on it right now. We think we've got the logs for the ship, but that's about all that's left.
All right, I need you to see if you can locate information on why the warp core was ejected.
I can't tell you why, but I can tell you when.
Let me guess, and I timestamp roughly a little bit before the sensors cut out, and I send it over.
He goes, after this, maybe 2 hours after this. It was definitely a manual ejection.
All right, gather up the logs you can. I think we're done here. We're not getting the lights back on.
Doll, you wanted to do that?
No, I had another thought right now as well. Can we tell when this battle took place? Like, how old is the damage compared to...
there's probably timestamps on the logs.
Sure. Yeah. But compared to the distress signal that we got.
It seems to have been, based off of what you can gather, this battle took place about a day ago. And the distress signal, best guess, is that it was activated about 12 hours ago.
Yeah, signal is a plant.
Oh yeah, we haven't found the beacon yet.
No, it's not on the ship.
Where is it?
You haven't scanned for it yet.
Yeah. Okay. I've been thinking this is way too convenient.
I've done all of this, and now I'm going to come back to the ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Call to the Vasquez.
Doll here.
Where's he here?
Well, you guys are both on the bridge, so I think technically, it would be Nagata in charge.
Yeah.
Because Sekir's still technically relieved of command.
We got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Nagata here. What's up there, Lieutenant Commander?
Doc, are Anaran and Terzi with you?
Yeah, they're here. You want to talk with them? I don't know how this works.
Computer on speaker.
Yeah, there. Okay. Yeah. There we go. They can hear you now.
Dal, Jace, this is Cole.
Talk to me.
We're pretty much done over here. We've managed to scrape the logs. It looks like there was more to this fight than we thought. There were a couple of other Klingon ships involved in addition to the Thunderchild. Also,
Thunderchild.
Yeah, the Akira class ship we've encountered previously was involved in this fight. The warp core is entirely gone. Seems to have been ejected about 2 hours after the end of the battle. And I can't help but notice we've been up and down this ship, and I haven't found any kind of beacon transmitting a signal.
Scanning for a beacon.
Scanning for beacon. Yeah. Also,
you don't even have to roll for that. You find out that the beacon is actually attached to the outside of the ship.
Looks like I'm going for a walk, and I just walk
so-
out the hole in the view screen.
Yeah. But you just see Cole just like step up and start walking out the hole in the view screen and start walking around.
I'll be right back, Commander. You start gathering people up for the return to the ship, if that's okay.
As soon as he's outside of the ship, I immediately lock onto his signal, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got my finger over the yellow alert button.
While this is happening, the lights on Sekir's thing turn to red, and you see Sekir start doing doing the finger drums on his console.
I immediately go to remove him from his chair.
Or is he like tapping in commands, or is he just impatiently drumming?
Impatiently drumming. Yeah. Just.
Oh! I thought you were saying he was like punching in codes on the LCARs.
I would like to note that we would have programmed an audio cue into that thing as well.
Oh yeah.
So if it's it goes, bam.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
In that case, I just grabbed.
Oh yeah. So when it switches to red, it's
Dun, dun.
no.
Okay. No, the switches to red.
All right.
Is the
To red is.
Yeah, but when it's green, it's.
Every time
Few
y'all play
octaves
that
higher.
Wii thing that's like getting like Weedle to lift her head, and she's like, "What was that?" You can kind of hear it.
At that point, I would grab a Type 1 phaser and set it to stun, and just keep it handy, not pointed, not aimed, just ready.
Whatever comp says is it's just very bored right now.
Mm-hmm.
Playing it safe.
I'm sorry, we're boring our guests. Cole hasn't closed comps.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He basically goes, I got other things to do.
We're almost done here.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have occupied another person's head.
And I also, we're almost done here. I'll be back on ship. I'll be back on ship soon. And Cole out. Then he comes over to Weathers and Leishu, and it's like, gather up your gear. I'm just going for a walk outside really quick, and then we're heading back.
All right, Baj, do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I would like to. Like I said, I'm downloading like all data I can get off of it, and some of it's hard data. Like, so she's ripping those out, where she knows they are. And is there anything? Okay, here's a question I have for you, DM. Is there any like basically in classic like Klingon operations, is there any like specific spots or areas that Klingons are known to store? Like, if there's like something important.
The central data core, the central computer core.
Right, but I mean like something like where you might find something that's secretive.
Yeah, I mean there might be probably not a standard console, but there's probably some sort of places that captains often keep backup data and stuff like that, which is kind of
right. Okay, that's what I mean. Like just like any place where there might be like a piece of data that I might not get on like the normal things.
Give me an insight security.
There's like a folder on the desktop that says tax reports.
Yes,
It's like
It's titled "Definitely Not Porn."
Nice.
yeah.
Nice roll.
Wow.
Okay. So difficulty was 2. You
find it in the folder labeled "Targ Home Movies."
You start
Targ
tapping.
Hub.
You start tapping the walls a little bit for kind of false things. You finally hear the right, like dull thump, and you kind of punch it a little bit, and it opens up. And inside you see like a small picture of a family, a Klingon family. You see like the ceremonial like what are they called? The sash with the House of Core on it. You find some other bits and bobs here and there, some gold pressed latinum, and you find a data pad.
A baldric, not a sash.
Yeah, the baldric. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Dirk. I find okay. I take all of those things.
Okay.
Including in the Latinum, I'm keeping for myself. I mean, let's just be honest. Like, you're dumb enough to leave your Latinum on a ship left in my path. It's mine.
Somebody's got to finance their dates with Rock.
Oh my god. I think y'all might get surprised soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she takes those things and what was the other thing? It was like that last thing you said?
A data pad.
Data pad. Yeah, before like she's going to like I don't know if she wants to cuz she needs to beam over with everybody because he might be tapping into something a lot worse than what it might appear to be. But she's gonna have everybody beamed over except of course Cole.
Mm-hmm.
And she's actually gonna go up there and assist Cole.
Okay. Are you gonna look at the data pad?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me go over exactly what the data pad sets. These are the personal logs of the captain.
Mm-hmm.
And the captain specifically is talking about their recent mission, which is in assistance of a operation that is being handled against the Cardassians to restore the Empire and make it grand again. The mission specifically was to isolate and neutralize the Federation starships in the Beta Quadrant. It was to do this covertly, and if anything happened, they were to have a beacon placed upon their ships for future retrieval. But at the very least, everything should remain as if the Federation were the aggressors, if possible, found. If just as a initial implication.
Okay, so basically, like, it's a false flag.
Yeah.
And she has proof of this now.
Yes.
Okay, she immediately, like, stores the contents of that data pad into whatever thing she has with her that would store that. And she makes sure it gets to the Vasquez immediately, into Terzi specifically.
Tricorder, probably.
Yeah, tricorder communicator, whatever the upload means, like wireless upload means is, but she immediately is like storing that. She's keeping that hard copy on the data pad, and she's tucking that, like, I mean, as best she can in a suit. But
there's pockets,
she's immediately, because that's something like if something were to happen to her in the next 5 minutes, she absolutely wants that to be uploaded to the right people. To Thursday specifically, immediately. Not necessarily making a big deal, telling everybody. She's just like, hey, here's a piece of information.
Yep.
And she calms. She says, I just sent you something. It's very important to review it now. Bash out.
I, of course, review and see all that.
Yeah, and I go, and then, of course...
And I say nothing to the people on the bridge.
Okay. Cole, you are outside of the ship, kind of walking your way up towards the beacon. And the first thing that strikes you about the beacon is that, as it comes into view, is that it's probably about 10 feet tall and is like attached to the ship, not like attached, but like burned to the ship, like welded to the ship. Yeah, and it is definitely not Klingon.
Does it look Starfleet?
It looks Starfleet.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a. I wouldn't say Starfleet. It's a Federation. It's like a civilian class, sort of off the shelf, generic. Distress beacon.
And I'm on my way to him, so
Time to start popping panels.
Okay. You easily access the panels and find that this is, again, generic off-the-shelf sort of, not military, not Starfleet technology. It's Starfleet technology, but not Starfleet.
I'm giving it a definite once-over and then shutting it off.
Okay. It seems like it's been crudely modified to emit a very specific generic signal at a very specific interval.
Okay.
But turning it off is not that difficult. It's pretty easy to turn it off. But yeah, as Baj, you see him working on this,
basically making sure it's not going to blow up on me when I turn it off.
Yeah, no, there's no booby traps or anything else like that you can see. You can roll though.
I would like to.
No booby traps you can see.
Invest insight or reason engineering.
Yup.
Hey, what are you doing? Do you need help? I'll help you right now.
You come up as he's futzing with you. You see the same thing he sees.
No need.
Do you need the help?
I got this one, Commander. Just making sure it's not going to go boom before I turn it off.
No booby traps or anything like that.
All right.
Do I immediately see that this isn't Starfleet or that this isn't Klingon?
Yes.
Like, is it obvious?
This is Federation tech, but not Starfleet military grade.
Yeah, I walk up and I just
like,
kind of say, "Well, that's not the Klingon distress beacon, is it? Then
it definitely isn't." I just like reach up inside and
surprise,
pull a thing and turn it off.
Yeah.
Does it?
All right.
On the bridge, do we detect that it turned off?
Turns off. Turns off.
All right. Call to Vasquez.
Yeah, Vasquez here.
Computer on speaker.
Yeah, no, I got it. It's already there.
Good. I think we're done here. Got some interesting findings for you when we get back to the Vasquez, but we shouldn't have to worry about anybody else coming and checking out this beacon in the meantime.
Oh, I also realized it's not actually Nagata who's in charge. The highest ranking officer, because Nagata's lieutenant. The highest ranking officer is Dahl.
Okay. I thought Nagata and I were the same rank, and so Nagata would have it based on seniority, but
No,
I didn't know he was
lieutenant.
just lieutenant.
Yeah.
Is lieutenant. Although his medical profession kind of, if he, but that only, I guess that only.
He's not a bridge officer. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
but it's only when he
he's
has
senior
to
officer, but
in
not
an
bridge.
emergency he has to like
He just has to
get rid of
relieve
the
the command.
captain.
Yeah.
Relieve the
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Then,
God,
All right.
I'm in the chair. Ew.
Yeah.
the chair, it's not comfortable, is it, though?
No, it's not. No.
Anyway.
Where's Sekir right now? Am I in the bridge?
Sekir is in the bridge, yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
never mind.
Sekir's-
You're in Baj's chair. You're in Baj's chair.
Yeah, this is my chair. How dare you?
It's sculpted.
All right. I think we're done here.
It's memory steel.
Should we dislodge this and take it with us for further analyzation?
It's fused to the ship. It's not going to be worth the effort, though. This looks like pretty bog standard civilian technology that was just modified to mimic the signal that we'd expect from a covert operation Klingon ship.
All right. Well, we will still tractor beam it.
Okay.
Blow it up for all I care. I'm going back. I'm going home.
Fine.
Call to the Vasquez. One to beam over.
He's not
Easy
as
beam
fun
over.
as he used to be.
Okay. So do you beam over as well, Bosch?
Yeah, because I was up there with him. I mean, might as well.
Okay. So you have this information. Sekir is back, by the way. Sekir is not is still in charge. But yeah. What do you do?
Once we're back on the bridge, Baj is going to order. She's thinking that we should get rid of, or not necessarily get rid of it. She's not sure if we should leave the ship where it is or if we should actually move. Like, part of her wants to contact the Thunder Child, but we know that, right? The Thunder Child, we don't like it. It can't be found right now.
Right now, yeah. Either they're either destroyed.
Yeah, she calls everybody the ready room. Let's just do that first. That's the easiest thing to do first.
Okay, you're all in the ready room.
All right, the first thing she says. So, from what information we have been gathering, it is perhaps apt to assume that the Thunder Child has been compromised. Terzi, were you able to decrypt those logs that I sent you earlier?
Did I get a chance to do that?
Give me a reason security. Yep, you good. You were.
Okay, then then she goes ahead and she pulls those up on screen to see like what was in the decrypted logs.
Basically the same stuff you found in the captain's logs. It's just them systematically hunting down Federation starships in the Beta Quadrant.
Yeah, and then she sets the data pad down and she says, "I found this aboard." It says essentially the same thing. That there was some operation here at play.
So there was an operation to hunt Federation ships. This ship got destroyed and has been left with a Federation beacon. That doesn't make too much sense to me.
Well, there's been a lot of things going on lately, Captain, that haven't made a lot of sense to any of us, and it directly involves Section 31. So,
Commander, if I may, we may have another source of information that we're overlooking on board. There's a shuttle that may have some logs on it. I don't know. We haven't checked for it.
We were just trying to get out of there. Let's get the crew. Let's get the crew of engineers and communications officers to comb that at this very moment.
I'd also recommend maintaining yellow alert. There's every chance that this beacon was put here to lure another Federation ship.
Now there is the question.
Frankly, there were 2 other Klingon ships in the combat group that was involved in this.
Yes, a Vorcha and
another bird of prey and a Vorcha class cruiser.
A Vorcha class, yeah. That is not a nice ship to be cruised by. It seems that there's something going on with the Cardassians. And can I make an assumption that basically the Klingons are like it didn't say that they're basically like making a move on the Cardassians?
They're making a move on the Cardassians, yes.
From the way your uncle responded, it does seem as if the Klingons are onto something, regardless of the nature of this beacon.
Yes, he said now is not a good time to be a part of the Federation. And it looks like the Klingons, my brothers and sisters, are making a move on the Cardassians. Something has changed in Klingon leadership. Something is creating chaos. I do not know who or what it is, but it is not wise of Klingons to start a war or excursion against the Cardassians. But it also sounds like they might be putting the Federation in their sights. Fighting 2 battles or 2 wars against 2 powerful enemies is not wise. But I don't know. I can't make assumptions. But I do know my people well and what they want to do with their lives. So with that said, my next question is to all of you: What are your opinions on what we should do about this ship? Should we tractor beam it somewhere? Or what? Because it sounds like we might have a target on our back as well.
Why did you want to destroy it?
This isn't a brain.
To him. Why did I want to destroy it? Why did I want to destroy it? It comes back, like I said, if they followed the order, I could use you. I could trust them because they follow orders.
So there was nothing specific about the ship?
Not really.
Curious.
Listen, I'm
Does
getting,
the Federation
I'm getting
treaty
tired
with
this. He says, I got places to go. You ready for this test or not?
I'm ready.
While he's having his mental conversation, Cole has no idea what's going on. So, does the Federation treaty with the Empire have any protocols on what to do if we were to find an unsalvageable ship? I'm assuming they wouldn't want to.
Yeah, she pulls up.
I'm assuming they wouldn't want intelligence falling into anyone's hands.
Let me actually. While y'all do something else, I'm gonna look up the Kinnear Accords and like make sure.
Make sure.
I will.
I know it's something we're not like. Oh my god, we know everything about it. Yeah. Sorry.
I will phone home to Admiral Hebert and ask what he wants to do with the situation.
No.
Oh, maybe we should.
No. Delay that order.
I didn't see last week. Is Hebert the bad
Somebody
guy?
explain to him. Somebody explain to him.
I will go
It
over
goes all the way to
basics.
the top.
Trust.
So here's the generic. Here's the generic thing, the generic rundown. They were called to negotiate to help a negotiation between two factions in a planet that bordered on the Romulan Empire. And
Went as well as you would expect.
yeah, someone tried to beam in a bomb to kill the attendees. Didn't work. The crew started to investigate it. Found out that the bomb there was some threats being made to the entire delegation, to both sides of the delegation. Further investigations with the person, they found the person who attempted to plant the bomb. Found out that he was being coerced because he has an untreatable cancer by a Ferengi. And turns out that Rock was running all of the upgrades to the planet's infrastructure. So they thought it might be Rock. Turned out it wasn't Rock. It was his brother, his younger brother. And on board this Ferengi
might have run into in sickbay, by the way.
No, he's been disembarked by this point.
Oh, good. Okay.
They ran into not only just Rock's brother, but they also ran into Agent Smith from the episode before, who was trying to orchestrate this whole thing. And the orders for you all to show up to that location, was orchestrated by a captain who was also an ex-lover of Cole. And she was the one who managed to, she convinced Admiral Hebert to give you orders to send you there in the first place. All the orders were sent by Hebert.
So in short, Admiral Hebert may be somebody that's either compromised by Section 31 or somebody we can't trust. Like, Admiral Hebert's questionable.
At any rate, the chain of command must still be respected. We cannot, it must be adhered to. We cannot do things on our own accord. If we have this information, we need to send it upwards.
But to whom? Because
maybe there's other routes we could send it up by.
There are so many in this sector now, Captain, that we cannot trust. It is maddening, but it is the truth of the matter.
That is
Admiral
true.
However, may be compromised.
That is true. There is there are murmurings amongst the higher ranks of a potential infiltration. However, if we do not respond or report directly to Admiral Hebert, who is essentially the Vasquez's line manager, then we are a rogue vessel.
Is there
I'm good with it.
Captain, as a newly cemented Starfleet officer, I cannot say that I have much trust within this organization anymore, with everything that has happened this season, because it's been a long season.
It has gotten awfully chilly this season.
But we have allies outside of Starfleet, and we do have perhaps some. Baj is frustrated. She doesn't know.
Perhaps
she doesn't know enough about everybody to know who to trust in Starfleet anymore, except you guys.
All right, Cole. I need the sound effects because something's going to happen. So
did it work?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The comp comes through and goes, "Listen, this is very, very interesting, and I'm sure the fate of your galaxy hangs in the balance. But I got things to do, and I can't let you just go kill this guy, get this guy involved in some sort of war while I'm still inside. So let's just get this done with so I can leave. I don't want you to be running headfirst into the people who also wanted to try to capture me."
So what? What do you want?
I need Terzi and Anarin, and I need your captain.
Well,
good.
go.
Okay.
You three go. Take care of this immediately.
I'll be in engineering. And Cole just like...
He lets go of Sekir's,
Well, I guess I'll just go to the bridge by myself. Because everybody gets to go do all the stuff, and the boss is gotta be the one doing the responsibilities.
All right.
Asking the big questions.
So you hear in your mind, Sekir, it's like I'm sure this is very important for you all, but again, if you're going into danger, I don't want to be in your head, but I still can't trust that your crew won't try to. This whole thing isn't orchestrated against me as well. Talk about trust issues.
You're rather paranoid. However, let's begin.
Okay. Takes you back to well, where would you like to set up this whole thing? He tells you basically to do a mind meld with Terzi and Dahl.
I would immediately suggest that we do this in sickbay, just in case anything goes wrong with any of us, and all three of us be restrained.
Okay.
Nagata overseeing.
That would be quite difficult to achieve a mind meld doing so. However, given the two of you, perhaps maybe it could be possible.
Would
I think
that
we can do it.
device Li Shu found be of help?
It would connect your minds.
Suppose.
Although at that point, all of our minds would be at the disposal of everybody else. There would be no secrets left.
Not okay with that. That's
I have nothing to hide anymore. You all know my story at this point.
I call down to sickbay and organize for 3 medical beds to be placed together with their heads facing each other in like a triangle, like a like a turbine, with their heads facing inwards.
Triforce.
A Triforce, no. Like a radioactive symbol, yes.
Okay. Mitsubishi logo.
Yes.
There you go. Yes, and
Peace sign.
yes,
But with one bar missing.
Mercedes logo then.
Hashtag feel free to sponsor us, Mitsubishi.
We're
Sponsored
Mercedes.
by.
with Mitsubishi protocol in effect. I also want the force fields to separate each sector of the individual bushis.
Okay. All right. So you all get set up and in position. And after a few moments of the preparations, you all find yourself closing your eyes, and you open up. You're in a room, a big room, stone room, and there you see a human, olive complexion, suit, like a civilian suit, the whole open collar, no tie, but a nice business suit, who's sitting on a chair. It's like a big, comfy business chair. And he's sitting at a kind of elevated angle, but he's just sitting back and relaxed and goes, "Welcome. Thank you for finally doing this. After all, I'd rather you get this done with so you can go off and do whatever dangerous things you're doing."
You're complicated, I assume.
I am complicated. So, here's the thing. I know Sekir trusts you implicitly. And I know you all trust him to a degree. At least I think you do. But I have to make sure that you are all who you say you are.
Dun dun dun.
So,
And how would you do that?
A test. Let's start with the first one. And he kind of pulls up, open over a data pad, goes, "You're on an away mission. When Anarin, you and Terzi get captured. Sekir, you find them both in a cage overlooking a giant cliff with the very bottom is lava, being suspended by a chain. There in front of the only device that can control this is a figure. Let's just call it a new species. Let's call it a tick. Before you, Sekir, is another species, similar. Let's call him Talk. And as he's saying this whole scene is just appearing in front of you. And Terzi and Anaran, you find yourself in a cage dangling over a lava pit with this other creature that's blocking the only way to get you out. And in front of you, Sekir, is a gravely wounded, or like a badly wounded creature that looks up to you and goes, You have to kill it to save your men. It's the only way it's going to work. And in front of you, you see this creature standing there, and slowly the chain starts to move, and Terzi and Anaran, you start moving down towards this pit slowly.
So the creature is the mechanism, or the mechanism is next to the creature?
It's behind the creature.
Well, I will not kill it, but I will take out my phaser and attempt to stun it.
Okay, give me a control security check. Difficulty 0.
Control and security, difficulty 0. 1.
Okay, you hit it with your phaser. It does nothing. It just laughs at you.
Okay. Is it a humanoid?
Yes, a humanoid.
Okay. Then I run into close quarters and I attempt to nerve pinch it.
Give me a daring security, difficulty 0.
Two.
You nerve pinch it. It grabs you by the arm and throws you to the ground.
Okay. As I'm on the ground with it over me, I attempt to kick it off and into the pit.
Okay, give me a daring security check. Difficulty 0. With one swift kick, you hit it, and it tumbles backwards off over the cliff into the lava.
I stand up and I look at the chain to see if it stopped moving.
It's still moving, but the mechanism to make it stop is right in front of you.
Okay, I pick it up and I deactivate it.
Okay. As you deactivate it, the whole thing changes again, and you're all standing in front of Complicated, who's going. A captain is responsible for his crew and will use deadly force if needed. Very good. They must be at least some of your crew, because you wouldn't have risked yourself if you didn't believe so.
That is incorrect. If it was any innocent form of life, I would have done the same. As a member of Starfleet, that is expected of myself.
Well, let's see that. Pulls out his pad. Now, or we should probably do this. Make it a little bit more personal. Now, it's a year later. You're on an away mission when you see the Talk species on registering a group of Talk on this planet, and a group of Tick of this species on the planet as well. You converse and you beam down to discuss why their presence is on this planet. There, you, Anaran, and Terzi are discussing with the leader of the Talk, and as this happens, fades back in, and you hear the Talk leader goes, "Thank you again, Captain, for saving my life that back there. And I'm glad that you were able to save your crew members. But this is none of your concern."
Of course. We were only trying to help.
Yes. We are simply here to enact justice on the Tick population.
What sort of justice?
You see, the Tick have been trying a genocidal campaign against my people, trying to kill us. We finally put them on the back foot, but that village down there are all murderers. We're here to dispense justice on those murderers.
How so? By what means?
And he holds up a disruptor. By this means.
Understood. I'll be taking my leave for now. As I do, I turn around and I message Terzi. Terzi, I am going to need your skill set to find out what exactly this talk species are doing, and to see whether or not these Tick are for real, if they're being truthful.
Well, the talk are attacking the Tick. Yeah.
Yes. So I want to know if the talk is being truthful about this genocidal campaign.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to have to go into the village and meet with them and see what they're really about.
Okay. You walk into the village. It's pretty easy to get down there. No one really stops you from doing so. When you walk into the village, you see a couple people. They greet you. They greet you kind of as a very tersely as they come in there. And when you talk with any of the people down there, they don't deny their genocidal war against the talk. But they also say that they cannot yield against the talk because they are inferior and need to be destroyed. Even the children you talk with, are the same way. This is
so they're indoctrinated from birth into the idea of killing the other species.
Mm-hmm.
Are these a warp-capable species?
Yes, both of them are.
Okay. Well, perhaps maybe we can come up with some sort of diplomatic solution that might prevent future bloodshed.
How are you going to do that?
I speak to the talk leader and I say, why this settlement in particular?
No reason. It's just the last one on this planet.
And what is the significance of this planet to yourself?
This was our planet. They erased everyone on the planet and then threw us from our homes. We're here to reclaim it.
And has no discourse been attempted with these people?
They don't listen to discourse. We've tried. We tried begging for our lives and they still destroyed us.
And you feel as if you'll be able to have the upper hand on these people?
We're simply taking back what is ours.
Violence is not always the answer. And if you try this, many on both sides will fail and die. Is that something that you're willing to do?
Give me a presence command check for this.
Two.
He seems to waver a little bit, but says, "It's my duty, Captain. You understand duty."
I do indeed. But you have to remember, among that camp are innocents, children, women, the unarmed. And should you go down there, you will leave a lasting impression on them and future generations.
I don't want to kill children, but I have no other option. They won't leave here peacefully.
Then surely you can find a way. You are both smart, intelligent, and warp-capable species.
Tell them, not me. I'm willing to let them go if they leave. But they won't leave.
Allow me to go down there myself and try and negotiate for them.
Feel free. He lets you kind of go down there.
Okay. So I go down there with Terzi and Narin, and I look for the leader of this group.
Yeah, the village seems fairly new, and you walk in there. There are some children walking around. You see some armed people. They don't stop you. You go to find the leader, who's an older man who's a little bit hard. He walks with a cane. He welcomes you tersely. It's obvious he doesn't like outsiders. And
This is Tersey, not Tersley.
Correct.
He goes, "What do you outsiders wish to do here?"
I have come to warn you that the Talk people are on their way to destroy this encampment.
The
And
Talk
I
are
was-
pathetic. They cannot destroy a fly.
I have seen the weaponry firsthand, and it does seem like they will do some lasting damage to your people.
My people would rather die than surrender to the Talk.
Is there anything we can do
Give me a
to try
presence
and...
command.
Okay. Presence command.
There we go. Woof. That is really good for you.
I roll like trash every single time.
He seems to be amicable. He says, if you let us leave with all of our equipment and our ships, we will be gone from here.
You have my word that you will be able to leave.
Okay.
In peace.
You gonna go tell the Talk?
Yes.
Okay. You came back up to the Talk, and they're preparing. You see them preparing to assault. And you walk up. He goes, "They told you that they wouldn't leave unless we killed them all, right?"
Incorrect. They will be leaving at first light, provided they are allowed to leave with all their stuff.
They can't leave
With
with
all
weapons.
Weapons were not on the table. They just said with all their ships.
That's fine, as long as they leave their weapons.
What is so special about these weapons?
An armed tick, no matter what, is still an armed tick. They'll do nothing but they'll do anything in their power to try to destroy my people. I cannot give them weapons. Let them walk away with weapons to hurt my people. You understand, Captain?
Understood. However, at the same time, you are also armed.
Defense. I wasn't going to attack them unless I absolutely had to.
You were going to attack them.
And that's why I was waiting here. I was waiting for them to come to sense. We've destroyed all of their other settlements. This is the last one.
And they will leave in peace. Should you leave them in peace?
I'll leave them in peace. With that, you kind of disappears and comes back. Obligation to peace. You do stand up for your Federation principles, and you didn't let Tersey murder a single one of them. He looks over at you, Tersey.
What does that mean?
I've seen you. I know you.
You don't know me.
I'm just standing over
don't
there
have
nodding.
any idea.
He goes, so far I'm feeling better about you. One more test, though. He pulls out his pad, and he starts saying, "It's 2 years later. The Talk have successfully repelled the Tick and have joined the Starfleet. But the Tick have decided to take this matter up personally and have assaulted Starfleet. Wasn't a good idea. They lost pretty bad. Now, the fleet of Starfleet vessels and the remaining military command of the Talk have surrounded the planet. The Talk are about to begin. They're the home planet of the Tick. The Talk are about to begin their invasion. You are a liaison officer aboard the flagship. Your old friend from many years ago, the old Talk from many years ago, is in command. You are in your quarters alone." And it pops up. You get you're in the quarters of this Talk ship, and you get a communication comes through. It says, "Captain Sekir, there's a communication for you on coming through."
On screen?
So in your quarters, it pops up on your screen. You see a Tick, the old man who you met many years before that, who goes, "Captain Sekir, I know you are a man of integrity from many years ago. I know that our peoples have not seen eye to eye, but an invasion of our homeworld would be the death of our people. I cannot guarantee success, but if you can delay your invasion for 2 days, I may be able to bring our people to the negotiation table. However, the only way I can do that is if you remove your fleet from orbit for those 2 days.
Is this a live communication, or
Yeah,
is he just talking to?
A live communication to you.
And why do you need the presence of our fleet gone?
Our people are paranoid. They've lost this battle so badly. They are preparing to die en masse for their beliefs. It's hard to convince a people who are willing to commit suicide to lay down their arms when they have such fervent desires to die for their country.
I will do what I can, but note that this is a Federation-sanctioned event, and so I cannot promise anything. However, if we are able to do this, then you must fulfill your end of the bargain.
I will do what I can, Captain. All you can do is trust me.
I look forward to seeing you on the negotiating table.
Thank you, Captain. You kind of
Sekir out.
All right. So, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to do what I always do, and calm the admiral or whoever is in charge of myself.
Yeah, the admiral.
Because I'm a goody two shoes. Yeah.
Okay. The admiral comes up. It's Admiral Hebert. Hebert here.
Admiral, I've received comms from the enemy general, requesting that we leave, and in return that they will try and well, not that they will try, but they will endeavor to be at the negotiation table. They apparently are remorseful for what they have done, and this is the last gambit of the wary general.
I wish I could believe that, there, Captain, but our latest intelligence reports that they are preparing some defenses. This sounds like a delay tactic to me. Are you sure that this general can be trusted?
That I am not sure of 100%. However, I have a rapport with them, and I have spoken with them before, and he has been forthcoming. He has helped to prevent bloodshed before.
Give me a presence command for this one.
Presence command.
You're just really, really good at this.
It is like the only thing that's on my character sheet. Diplomacy and politics.
Yeah. So he kind of goes, all right, Captain, we'll give you your time. But I hope this isn't a ruse on their part. Hebert out.
As do I.
Hangs up. Then everything fades for a moment. And there you see yourself and Terzi and Anaran, and he kind of looks at you. He's not clapping, he's just looking at you. And after a few more minutes of silence, he goes, you really do believe all this? All of you believe all of this?
Of course, we are Starfleet.
Interesting. Well, it's been interesting. But I can't say I would like to pop into another Vulcan's head anytime soon. Have a good life. I
can assure you the feeling goes both ways.
Have a good life.
Live long and prosper.
He goes back. What is it? Life, prosperity and long life is the response. I can't remember.
Peace and long life.
Peace and long life. He does that, and then he asks that. You open your eyes and you're back in sickbay. All of you are. And everything seems normal.
The headband, what lights does it show now? Does it show any lights?
Okay. It shows no green. It shows no lights. It's completely off.
Okay.
Not exactly sure I was needed in that, but all right.
It was I had things that were planned that in case, depending on what had happened with the decisions that were made.
I trust Sekir.
I would ask that Nagata check all three of us for that pattern just to ensure that this thing is gone.
All right. In the meantime, though, we're going to cut back to while this was going on to Baaj and Cole.
Everything's the red alert. Everything's done. Fight now.
Cole like walks onto the bridge and sees Bosch spasming in the chair doing that. Commander, wake up! You're having a bad dream.
No.
2021. What are you talking about, Commander? It's the
I had the dream that I was in this year where there was like terrible legislation and masks.
Earth in the early 21st century. I understand.
I think a few years before the riots from DS9.
Yes.
Forget the episode, but I know.
So, what is your current plan there, Baaj?
Okay, where am I at? Because it's been a while.
You've been on the bridge.
You're on the bridge, and we have all the intel from the Klingon stuff and the Thunder Child. I guess I'm technically on the bridge now for the
I would have, yeah, maybe you and I would have spent some time like investigating the movements and stuff of the Thunder Child and kind of what it's like, what we can find out that it's been up to lately before we contact anybody or do anything.
Give me an insight.
Don't forget you were going to interrogate the shuttle.
No, yeah.
Right, we were going to go through the logs on the shuttle.
Yeah. And
hopefully we're not interrogating the shuttle. If it's a sentient shuttle, I'm going to need that computer core for the hosting.
You don't know what things I bring back to the ship, all right?
Yeah. Also, this is Section 31. They have some weird plans.
All right. So
activate the emergency command hologram.
It's not Robert Picardo. It's what's his name?
Oh no, no, Andy Green.
Andy Green.
Yeah. But yeah, we were basically, I guess, through like what various means. Like we're looking up what we can find in like any kind of public logs. Mm-hmm. But we're also looking through these shuttles for information. I just rolled insight security. I don't know if I was supposed to roll something else.
That's fine. Cole, give me a insight or reason engineering.
What's the to do what?
Difficulty. You're going through the shuttles, right?
Okay. I'm taking my computer focus on this one.
Okay. Difficulty 1. Yeah, good. So let's go with you first there, Cole, and then we'll go to Baaj. So when you're going through the computer core, you find that the computer has erased all the logs before it ended up on the Ferengi vessel. But you do see a log of it going from a point in the Beta Quadrant around a star system called the Nahedra star system, and ending up at the location where Talos or Talon, I think it was Talon, system, and then rendezvousing with a with the Ferengi vessel.
That's the system you named sounded like it was from an episode I wasn't here for. So
I'm guessing the one that was last episode.
Oh, that was what was that?
It starts with a T.
The only notes I have from previous episode is Agent Smith can cure cancer ?
Sort of. He can make the cancer go away. I don't know if cure is the word I would choose.
He kind of does a really thorough job.
Can remove cancer cells.
And all the other cells.
A side effects may include disintegration.
What else?
Become a 0-cell organism.
Tolan. It was
Tolan. That's the one.
Yeah.
So it has that log in there, but it has a previous log before that.
Yes.
Yeah, it has the system they were at before that, Nahedra.
Nahedra, yeah.
So, Cole to Commander Baaj. the surprising no one, the Thunderchild's shuttle was pretty well wiped, but it does have the most recent navigation logs, which includes a stop it made before the Tolan system where we encountered it. It would be the Nahedra system, sending coordinates to the bridge.
Thank you.
All right. So your investigation with Inside Security manages to not only find out where the last location of the Thunderchild was, but also to chart what had happened. Based off of what you can guess, something happened in the Nahedra system, and one of the shuttles disappeared. The Thunderchild then stayed in the Nahedra system for a while before moving, and the reports say that there was some sort of malfunctions aboard it. Then it was moved on to another system to continue a patrol of a region where it no longer transmitted anything, but you could definitely see it was near where you currently are.
Okay, and something that she would do, probably in the midst of all this, is review the service records of the bridge crew of the Thunderchild to see if there's anything that sticks out with this information in mind.
All veteran crew, they're all very good at what they do, but the Thunderchild is a combat ship. It is a warship, or the closest you're going to get to a warship in Starfleet, outside of a Defiant.
Right.
For the Akira class.
So yeah, it's kind of a mean baby.
Yeah. So all seem fairly rigorous. I forget the name of the captain who runs it. It's this one.
Captain Jack.
Captain Jack. I believe.
I don't necessarily need the name off. I just wanted to know if there was anything about their service records that stood out.
Nothing really.
Okay, but I also want to be familiar.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to actually forward the crew dossiers to what do we call him? Oh, Captain what? That Romulan captain?
Oh gosh. Do you have the notes?
We have. Oh no, I can't remember what we called him. It was like I swear it started with an S or a T.
I want to interject, Buster, and ask: would Baj really send the crew dossier of a Starfleet warship?
No, like she's gonna send like their names essentially. Well, it's not like it's like secret information who the crew of the Thunderchild is. They could probably find that in 5 minutes all themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
She wants to know if they have anything.
Okay.
She's just sending it to him to say, "Here are 5 names. Let me know if you have anything on those names." In regards to the thing they've already talked about before.
Okay. You get nothing. He comes back saying there's nothing, basically.
Okay.
After a few minutes.
And she just sends him a message that just is kind of cryptic, but it basically says, "Things are starting to come together. May need assistance in the future. We'll keep you informed."
All right.
And then she's gonna from there she's gonna since we can kind of triangulate the path of the Thunderchild in the last few weeks, she's gonna order them to lay in those coordinates that Cole set up. She's gonna have, like, even though the captain, they're still doing their thing when all this is going on, so she's gonna say we need to lay in coordinates to go there.
Okay, so this is how.
We need to go in stealth mode. We need to go blue alert to go there.
Blue alert.
And so thus we're leaving behind the Klingon ship.
Okay.
We've gotten everything we can out of it.
Blue alert. All right.
Do we?
So
have you found anything in the Khitomer Accords about what to do with?
Like it's pretty basic. It's just kind of a treaty of alliance. In late, like not now, but in later years, the other people are included in this treaty of alliance. But
still don't feel like leaving a derelict behind is a good idea.
You are locked away in a brain game right now. So
Yeah. You
Oh,
can't-
shit,
you-
all
Yeah,
right.
you're still away.
This is while you guys are doing your thing.
Oh,
I can like
of
report
course.
with Cole. So
That's why I haven't
before we
said
leave,
anything.
before we leave, she's gonna have a discussion with Cole about this and say, Cole, what do you think we should do about that ship?
I mean, from my perspective, if it were a Starfleet ship adrift in space with no hope of recovery and sensitive intelligence information on board, I'd want it blown up.
that's actually Starfleet regulations too.
But do we inform the Klingons
I mean,
so they
you
can
already
make
called.
that assumption themselves?
You already called your uncle and told him we were dealing with the ship.
Let's blow it up.
All right.
All right, let's blow it up. But it could be a trap to have us blow it up and make it look like we did it.
I mean, we have all the logs we need.
Yeah, but Klingons do not listen to evidence when it is not convenient to them. I know my people.
Trust me, Badge. If they wanted to find an excuse to declare war with the Federation, it wouldn't be the Vasquez.
Fair enough. Blow it up.
Your
Maybe we
voice
should
is
wait for the
cracking out
captains.
too. Like your voice got blown out really badly there for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Me?
Yeah, it's about fine
Yeah.
now.
Call the tactical.
Up.
Fire a single photon torpedo into the center of that bird of prey before we leave.
You got it, Chief. And torpedo away.
Don't have a sound effect for that, so this will
Big
have to do.
boom. Big boom. There we go.
It's a probe, but
Alright.
okay.
Nahidra, let's get some sun and some tans on. Let's go.
All right, let's imagine we were doing all of this in the conference room that's just off the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we
All right.
step onto the bridge.
So let me end this properly. Let me do this right. All right. So you start warping into the Nahidra system, and it doesn't take long once you've entered the Nahidra system for you to see evidence of current combat. And as you come out of the warp, you see a single Klingon bird of prey and a very badly damaged Akira class vessel, the Thunderchild, in a running fight as it seems like the Akira class is trying to get some distance away from you, and you hear.
Hail them both.
Is there a Vorcha class cruiser around anywhere?
Not that you can see, not on sensors. Okay, you want to hail both?
All right.
Yeah.
You guys are
Hail
so
both.
for this one. All right.
Okay.
So you get the response from the Thunderchild. The captain, who looks disheveled, and as there's some serious damage behind him, goes,
Tons of rocks on the bridge.
yes, and a beam. Even one of the beams is down. So
And
Wiring
the,
harness
yeah,
hanging.
the optical cables.
yeah. And he
Yeah.
goes, "Thank God, Vasquez. We're glad to see you. We've been under attack by these Klingons for almost 2 days now. We've barely been able to escape them before they find us again."
Well, we're here and we're ready to party. Let's go. Hey, Thunderchild.
Yes.
What have you been and what have you been up to lately?
It's complicated, but and as he says this, he kind
No,
of
he was
shakes.
here. We've got complicated.
He shakes as they take another
We're just
shot.
like casually like firing at the Klingon ship while this is going. Well, how's you in the?
How are you doing?
How's
How are you?
How's
How's the kids?
Yeah, good battle, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So you come into range, and the
Well, since we're not stealthy and we hailed everybody cold, but red alert.
Okay.
I mean, we're good on Thunder. It's just that, like, if they both answered at the same time, she'd be like, "What is going on?" It's
just a Thunder Child.
So she's just talking to them. Yeah.
Okay.
She'd be informed if the other ship answered the hail.
Okay. The other ship is not answering the hail as you're trying to.
It's probably Section 31. Hey, Thunderchild, that is probably a Klingon bird prey with Section 31 on it. We better kill them. Because they're a bunch of bullshit assholes. All right, let's go.
Is there a giant hole in the back of the ship?
We have a reason to believe there was a Vorcha-class cruiser involved in the earlier fighting. What's the state of that ship?
We saw it earlier, but it didn't follow us. I think it stayed with the ship we managed to take out.
Well, it certainly didn't. It wasn't there when we saw it last. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway.
Commander, might I make a recommendation that you move to the tactical console?
Yeah, she's already, like, stepping toward it. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Let's go.
So, as we'll come back to Sekir and Terzi and Naren. As you come out, you hear.
I get this.
You hear. Yeah.
I get this confusing, like 100-fold identical thought. What is Section 31? Nobody knows what Section 31 is. Why would the Thunder Child know what Section 31 is?
Yeah.
Because we have one of their shuttles, and it was.
It's actually part of the original Federation Charter.
Yes,
so it's not a completely hidden entity. It's just supposed to be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
it's like history buffs will know about it, but not like your regular ensign. Yeah.
This is how we'll do this. You wake up with the red alert sirens blaring, but feeling clear, secure.
Well, I'm glad that's all taken care of, he says, with the red alert going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Can
What
we
now?
make sure?
I calm the bridge. Secure the bridge.
Cheer, this is Bosch.
What's the situation? What's going on?
Well, the situation is that we are in the Hedra now, and the Thunder Child is under fire by that other Klingon ship that we think was involved in this whole thing. That isn't the Fortune class, and so. But I'm
I'll be
pretty.
there in a second.
Yeah, I think it's I think this Klingon ship's full of Section 31 or something. I don't know.
All right. Well, I
go.
make my way to the bridge. Do I get there
We're
in time?
fighting.
Yes. Well, you make your way to the bridge in order for the "to be continued" sign to come on up. As we
It's not, all three of us are like mid sprint.
Yes.
Like, down the hallway
with a womp 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 in the background.
Like, Bosch is so used to, like, fighting random weirdos at this point that she's like, whatever, like, we're fighting, dude, it's cool, it's good, I got it, get here when you can.
Well,
thus ends the tale of complicated. Or
I'm
so
not
we
going to
thought.
be here in 2 weeks' time. Oh, no. Well, in 1 week's time.
Yeah, 1 week's time, but we're not going to be back for another 2 weeks.
Oh, sweet.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So it's like we planned it or something like that.
It's like we planned it.
All right. So that is the penultimate episode. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this, we actually got a raid from Disco Lando at that point. Hello, Disco.
Yeah.
We still have to. We still have to bring you on as a guest at some point. We'll talk.
Yes.
Oh my God, Jared, bring me the Huckabee mail so I can.
One of my favorite memories with Lando is being carried over his shoulder at TwitchCon a few years ago.
Yes, you were carried over his shoulder. TwitchCon like 2016 or 2017. I remember that one.
You do realize that means
like
you're
a
married now,
Klingon.
right? Cole?
Oh yeah,
What's that?
we're married now. He carried.
Yeah, he carried me.
Yeah.
You're married.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
Yes, according to Klingon law.
Jared
This
is quite a
fine.
harem at this point.
No, he does not.
And he.
Yes, he does.
That was also the same night that Bad News Bear and we left Petco Park, and he ran over to a bush and retrieved something wrapped in paper that I swore was a burrito he got out of the bush. Turns out it was a big glass, like a commemorative glass he had stashed.
They
Isn't any less weird?
They say one burrito in the hand is worth two in the bush.
A burrito in the bush is worth two in Petco Park, or whatever they say.
So
But
let's
bring
go
the
over.
Huckabee mail here.
Let's go with the favorite moments. Doll, your favorite moment of the episode.
Not a moment, but I'm just tickled that you actually thought you had to bring up several scenarios for Sekir's like trials that weren't diplomacy related.
That was the kind of
you-
point. The point was diplomacy related, and I wasn't expecting him to fail, but I wanted to put you all in some danger or in some ability to screw things up. You know, I wanted.
Oh, ye of little faith.
Drones, favorite moment.
Also, not exactly a specific moment, but as you were voicing complicated, watching Meyer
Going through
lip
the
sync
whole-
to it,
Yeah.
I found that absolutely hysterical. That's my favorite moment.
Yeah, same.
Same.
You
HG?
move on.
Yeah. Buster.
What he said.
Wait, did we skip me?
No, it's
No,
your
we
turn.
started at Dar.
Darsh.
Oh, but
So you're
didn't
next.
we didn't
Favorite
skip you?
He already said. He said.
I
it's the
just
moment
said
as-
same as.
Oh, I'm
same as what
sorry.
he said.
Okay. I was just like, whoa, that was fast. No, my favorite moment was when Disco Lando rated us. No.
Oh, you suck up.
No. My favorite
You got
moment.
brown on your nose.
Shut up, you assholes. It's not brown nosing.
makeup.
It's love. It's love. My favorite moment was honestly like I'm like kind of going through the backlog. Okay, I had kind of two things. Sekir, like sort of having these internal conversations with this guy before he had other people kind of involved. And then also like seeing kind of Cole's like attitude like continuing on into the next episode.
Yeah.
Like seeing that carry on, and that's like it's not just like, oh, it was like for that one episode he was upset about something. Like, no, it's affecting him like for a little longer than like a week or two at least.
Than just an
whatever.
episode. It's
Yeah,
less of an episode that kind of like one and done. thing.
Yeah.
Like a grind
Super
development.
serial Cole.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to remember what the link was. Whatever. Yeah, for those of you who are wondering, because we've had people in questions in chat, this is the Modifius Star Trek Adventures. This is based off of, which is it's really good. I like it. And I'm not just saying that because I'm on a panel talking about it at a Star Trek
Next week,
convention next week. But
Hashtag ad.
hashtag ad. They're not paying me, so I've had to spend money on this, so I can definitely not paying me. Meyer, your favorite moment?
Being like a different kind of serious Sekir, I guess. Like, why didn't any of you guys just beam Nagata off the bridge?
That was great.
You know?
That was great. I love that section.
Because
You didn't
you
say-
specifically have told me not to beam people into space.
Yes, because you
know.
didn't say
Already
don't beam
ordered
him
me
off
not
the
to do
bridge. You
that.
said beam him off the ship, which
Yes,
is
into
totally
space.
different.
Yes. Yes.
I mean,
Jersey's favorite thing.
You told me not to do that.
Sekir
I
knows
did
what
that one
happens now
time.
if he's- Okay, all right. Sekir is only a little bit hurt that nobody, the moment something slightly different happens, you're like, something ain't right.
Slightly different.
This is what's
Yes.
going to happen. I'm going to now that I know this, I'm going to have a moment where Sekir has to be very slightly different in his orders that you all are going to have to figure out if he's actually possessed or not.
It was also pretty fun to mime Paul during
that.
complicated moments. That was funny.
But if Paul, if you do one where we're not sure, I'm gonna have to have 3 different buttons so I can do this with a rising inflection.
That's like my favorite thing now. I just want that all the time.
and make it a minor key so it's like inquisitive. It's like not sure if it is or
Bum
not.
bum.
Yeah.
So instead of complicated, it's not sure.
Yeah. TBD.
I will say my favorite moment was the whole like bridge scene where you all were trying to investigate the Klingon bridge and like
Just blow it up. You blew it up anyway.
There's so many the paranoia that was going over all of you about everything and like the details that you're going to. It's like I've trained this
with good
this
reason.
Team, I've trained this team well. Everything is a trap. Even the traps are traps.
You masochist.
I had to
sadist. He's a sadist.
I had to
get us in a heightened state. Yeah. To get ready for this last couple episodes.
We need R&R.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, you're about to go into a war, so I don't know if you're going to get R&R.
Oh, man.
War and
we got
R.
hashtag business call right before the Federation ends up in a war.
I just want to say, like, poor Baj, like, just left, like, an empire that's mistreated her based on her, all the stupid crap. That mostly boils down to you're a woman and we want you to act and do certain things and you won't do these things. And then now she's in Starfleet and, like, as soon as she gets in Starfleet, it's a shit show of who said what and who did what. And so now she's just, like, and I can't blame her for running, like, and having her little, like, who is normally the Klingon blood enemy, like Romulan buddy, because at this point nobody. You
just
guys
worried
are
about
like
what
the
happens when it
people.
gets out that you've been sending secret transmissions to the Romulan Empire.
Oh, it's gonna come up sooner than you think.
The Klingon who has recently joined the crew or recently joined Starfleet is suddenly sending secret messages to the Romulan Empire.
They're not crazy messages. It's like more of a I need somebody that I can trust.
Dossiers on
the ship
Starfleet
to watch
crews and
her back,
telling them about.
Hey, you don't know that Romulan is like making a big report to like it could be personal favors.
He's Section 31 as well.
To be fair, she's talking with a Romulan y'all saved twice.
I know. Yeah. It's just I'm talking about how it's going to look to Starfleet Command.
Oh yeah, Starfleet Command can suck her dick. Like they are full of like literally. She just became an officer and then this crap show's happening. Like at the end of the day, if this is all figured out and explained to like normal members of Starfleet Command, like. They cannot hold her accountable for her actions when they
wait for
prove to her
the
they are
trial of
not
Baj Part 2.
Dude, if there's a court-martial episode with Baj, you know how hardcore she's gonna go because she's
if we're back to Jokey Cole. If we're back to Jokey Cole by then, Cole is gonna be like, "Wait, this feels familiar. Didn't we already do a courtroom episode with Baj?"
Did we? Oh wait, we did.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was like not a court-martial, right? That wasn't a court-martial
equivalent.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I'm saying is if Baj is continually picked on by everybody she works for, then she is going to just become a pirate. And she's going to be the greatest pirate and sexiest pirate of all time. She's going to like, Riker's going to like fall to her feet with all the horniness. And everybody's going to want a piece. And they're not going to get a piece.
Steal.
This is really funny because we're gonna go from Baj, the paranoid, I hate everyone, I'm gonna kill everyone, to next season is The Expanse, to Sloan Maddox, who's like, we're not pirates. We're not fucking pirates. Stop saying that. And
no, Baj is like,
Meyer's gonna
go. I'm totally a pirate.
And Meyer's gonna be going from the from the we're gonna solve things by diplomacy to
let's keep everything.
To Dronta murdering everything.
Yeah, Baj the serial defendant. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, the Actium. Yeah.
And how about me going from frenzy to just a pilot?
The Actium team.
DMCA.
The A-team stands for Actium, yes.
Oh, sorry, we're way off track now, but Doll, in the last season of the Expanse game, we helped save a news organization.
Yeah.
And
we did.
And I had them broadcast a signal where I basically redid the
A-Team.
Yes,
on the run
that's
for
right.
crimes they didn't commit. But if you have money and you know how to contact us, you
Oh my
might
God,
be able
wait.
to hire the Actium team. And I played the theme behind
So,
this.
so
There's-
has
by the way,
We have a t-shirt.
plug. There's a T-shirt of that. If you want to see that T-shirt,
There's
there's
two
like
versions
3.
of that
So-
t-shirt.
yeah, the
So
normal
has-
and the
Oh,
cast
wrong
version,
link.
more bullets.
So is Vasquez just like early version of the Actium at this point? Like, is the Vasquez turning into the Actium, or is the Actium turning into the Vasquez?
That's the question.
That's the question.
Yeah, it's TSM merch. TSM merch.
TSMRCH.
Yeah.
I just pasted the link.
TS merch.
It's easier.
But yes, I'm a big fan of the Cass Edition tee, which it's the exact same tee with about 4 times as many bullet holes.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. That's it for us on our wild tangents. Thank you so much for watching us here at TSMR. The
And we're
Spice
still
Roll.
at Red Alert.
We're still at Red Alert. You're going to be Red Alert until the next episode. So
Yeah.
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
How are you gonna be Red Alert till next season?
next
Like-
season.
Paul's like, next season, that's what you think.
You think there's going to be a next season?
Paul killed us. I would be super mad at him.
Yeah, because we got
I would-
canceled after this
honestly,
show.
This is the kind of game. If Paul killed me or any of you, I would never forgive him.
Oh, I would.
I would.
Alrighty.
No,
Thank
no
you.
pressure, Paul.
No pressure, Paul.
Thank you all for joining us. Make sure that you if you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe. Let us know what you think down below. If you're watching this on Twitch, make sure you subscribe to us on subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/TSMR. I think
Yeah.
it's the Spice Must Roll, but it might be TSMR.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. There'll be a link in the doobly-doo.
Yes, there will
Do
be.
If you're on the internet, do the thing.
stuff.
And
Google
then do
it.
the other
It's the
thing.
Do
Spice
an
Must Roll.
internet.
Google
It's
it.
youtube.com/the Spice Must Roll.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
if you're
forget to
watching
ring
this-
the bell,
Ring the bell.
whatever that means.
Yeah.
Smash that like button.
There we go.
Yeah.
Do the things, and like I say every time,
99% of you who watch aren't subscried, whatever the current thing
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Fix that.
like I say every time, if I don't see you guys again, I hope to see you guys again soon, someday in the black. Later, y'all.
Bye.
Bye. Kapla.
Do it.
Gosh, spaz episode. I love it.
Oh, I'm
That was
sorry.
Yeah, that was
great.
horrible.